The fact of the matter is, most people want this materialistic, extreme lifestyle that they can't present for themselves. And the sad part is their hand is so deep in a man's pocket, they're going to respect him if they can get something out of that pocket. And the moment they come out with nothing, I ain't respecting you no more. That is social media. It's sick. The average person will find somebody that can... Think about this logic. You pay $3,000. My sister right here, what's your name? I'm looking at you. I ain't cross-eyed. I am not cross-eyed. Joy, you meet a man right now, you paying $3,000 in bills. Yeah. I say, you know what, sister, I want to go half with you. I pay 50%. You keep $1,500 in your pocket. Every month you get to do whatever the hell you want with $1,500. How am I not a good man?
Okay. Doesn't mean he's a good man. Doesn't mean he's a good man. Come up to the mic, girl. Doesn't mean he's a good man.
Joe been tapping that foot. That's all I wanted to say. I want to hear this.
Hi.
Welcome to the Don't Let That Go Over Your Head podcast, starring Q the Boss.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Don't Let That Go Over Your Head podcast. They call me Q the Boss. And my diabolical co-host.
Why do you always have to introduce me as diabolical?
Because
why
that's what your nickname is at this point, Diabolical Shay.
No, it's not. Why? Because I disagree with you?
Dre said it. Your
Hi,
name
guys.
is the Diabolical
Whatever.
Shay. Guys, give it up for Shay, guys.
He's a hater.
I've been a hater.
You are a hater.
Today is our first
live. I know. That's exciting. I'm very
podcast.
excited. Are you excited?
I think I'm very excited. Cheers. I'm not on water.
You did it.
We definitely did it, guys. Mm-hmm. You know, we got a lot of friends and family in the building today, guys, and we're definitely going to have a dope conversation. Tyler, today's topic is, has social media cooked the dating world? I'm asking you.
To an extent, I feel like people see things on social media and that is the perception and the image of a relationship that they want to emulate for themselves. Like, I think that now we're watching what other people are doing, the lifestyle that everyone else is living, celebrities and so on, these influencers. Yeah. And I think that you have people that feel like that everything that they see is real. You know what I mean? So I think, yes, it definitely has had an impact. I don't know if that's the biggest reason why relationships are cooked. I think relationships have their problems regardless, but I think it definitely has impacted it. What about you?
I agree with the same statement. And I think people have a false perception of what the dating world is. I think most people nowadays, they overlook other people's windows and they spend less time in their own home. Like, for instance, you might be dating somebody, but you're dating somebody that's watching somebody. So guess what? You're basically dating somebody else. Mm-hmm. So for instance, let's say my woman is into Ari Fletcher. She's a big influencer. Would you agree? Mm-hmm. So let's say she's watching her. The lifestyle that she's getting from a celebrity, sometimes people believe that they entitled to the same thing that this regular, everyday woman is entitled to. I think that's a problem within itself when you start valuing what you have at home and you start watching people too much. So you stop appreciating what you have at home. That's what I think the issue is.
So you think social media is the reason why people are not appreciating what they have at home? Because I don't think so.
I think it gave more access to people's opinion and preconceived minds, like minds that are very impressionable. Right. I think it messes with them in a sense of they think they're missing something. Mm-hmm. In reality, it's like the other day I had a conversation with a woman. She got very offended too. She's about 50 years old, and it's not about the age. It's just about the lack of maturity for her age, right? She's about 50 years old. So I said to her, why are you so mad at men? She said, because a man is supposed to come down and supposed to buy me a house. I said, at 50 years old, you haven't bought your own home. So really the problem is not the man, it's you. And when I said that to her, she got offended. She was like, that's disrespectful. I said, it's not disrespectful. It's reality. I would say that if that was a 50-year-old man also. At 50 years old, you shouldn't be waiting for someone to give you a life that you couldn't give yourself.
But that's one person's opinion. I think, do you think that that is most women's opinion? I don't think that most women, I mean, it depends on the woman. I don't think that your average or most women are looking for someone to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like to put them up, to provide for them. I mean, for years, men have been known to be providers and protectors. Yes. And I don't think that is wrong for a woman to look to a man for those. But provider, I don't think it's always financial. I think it's more than financial. I think it's some deeper. So I don't feel like that's every 50-year-old doesn't You know what I mean? It's not the umbrella for every woman.
I
so
think
what
that-
do you see in most women? Do you feel like most women that you meet, they're like that?
Yeah, because when you look at the term provider is it's a universal thing for more than just, it's a multitude of people. It's not just an individual thing, right? I think a lot of times, from my experience, a lot of women that I've experienced, they definitely believe that a man is more respected based on what he could provide. And the crazy part is, a lot of the times, a lot of the women I've experienced, as far as getting to know, they believe that they've made their earnings because it's for them. It's not for the family. I've met some people, like for instance, I got a sister named Tiffany, I got a brother named Tamel. She's given me hope with seeing that everything is our families. But for the most part, most women I've met, they make money for themselves, and the man money belongs to her, but her money belongs to her. That's what I've experienced from what I've
I
seen
don't
growing
think
up.
that's true in this day and age. So I feel like, back in the day, that's a societal thing that was ancient. I think that most women now, you've said before that every household now, for the most part, needs to be a two-income
Agreed.
household. So
Agreed.
if that's the case, how is the woman making more for herself if she is also providing? In a house, whether you are the one that's paying the mortgage and I'm the one that's doing the utilities and I'm the one that's doing stuff for the kids, like obviously, even if the bills aren't equal, how is a woman making more money for herself, making more money to provide for herself if she's still providing for the family?
See, what I want to say is, for the women that are good, that are like that have that mentality that they believe in the family and
Right.
giving their all, first of all, I want to give you a round of applause. I want to give you a round of applause. Because I'm being fair. When you make that the normal woman, you discredit the women that are special and that are like that. The men that are great providers, let me give you a round of applause. Because most men aren't providers. Most women definitely value what a man can do for them. For the ones that say, yo, I'm bringing it all to the table, those women are very special. And I think those women are the women I call women. But there are more little girls running around here today than big women.
But I've asked you before, I think that you have a lot of men that present themselves with their finances first and then complain when women go after that.
Agreed.
So if you present yourself to a woman as if you're this provider, like whether it's the car, spending money, doing
Yes.
whatever it is that you're
Yes.
doing, a lot of men in the beginning of relationships do a lot more than I feel like they should do.
Agreed.
So if you're dating someone for less than 6 months and you're already spending, an exponential amount of money, then what do you think her expectation is going to be of you?
This is where I agree with you for the first time, right?
Oh.
I agree with you. And the reason why I say that is because
Okay, Quentin.
No, because reality is most people that looking for the acceptance, they're insecure with themselves, whether male or female. An insecure thing doesn't have an agenda.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that's running around here very insecure. And you can tell the way they dress, the way they look, the aesthetics. Looking nice for self, that means you did it for yourself. But when your first thing that crossed your mind is how people are going to perceive you, you're insecure as hell.
But what do you think are, as a man, what do you think are some character traits or characteristics of a man that would show insecurity, that a man is insecure within himself?
When you say something, look how you look around. When I speak, I look somebody directly in the eyes. You have people that can't even look you in your eyes. They look at you like that. That's insecure right there. When they talk to you, they can't talk directly to you. They talk in third party. For instance, as a man, I think a real man always speaks his truth. I always tell people, like, a lot of our families have issues because of the fact that a lot of us have been trained to lie, to keep the lie going and preserving our relationships with our family. I don't care about losing family. I don't care about losing friends if it's my truth. See, a lot of people haven't gotten to that magnitude because I'd rather walk alone with my truth than walk with a lie with thousands of people. But a lot of people aren't comfortable with themselves like that, right? Everybody that since I've been in my truth, all my friends have become real. All the people I continue to love they become real. It's just what it is. I think I give forth the energy that I want. A lot of people aren't there yet because they're still looking for acceptance. But I've accepted myself. Me and God have made amends of my past, and I made amends with myself who I am today, and I know who I am. So sometimes, again, I might come across as arrogant, but I am confident. But a lot of people, they don't like it because they haven't reached that mentality, right? I pour into my brothers because I see things in people because, again, you project how you feel about yourself.
Right.
And a lot of people that don't feel good about themselves, they're projecting exactly how they feel about themselves onto others.
But I was more asking of like how they present themselves to women that would tell you that they're insecure, as opposed to...
I would say more so like, it depends because, again, I would say some men are very car enthusiasts. They love cars. So I don't want to give that standard, but I will say how he operates when a strong man is in a room with him. Does his tail get tucked? Do he get a little intimidated? Is he inferior? I know some men who don't want to see their woman walk away from them when they see other strong men in the room. I don't give a damn. I'm not worried about that because if you can have her, that means she's for you. It's just that simple. I'm not worried. The other day I had to tell one of my guys, yo, you call your girl 55 times a day because you worried about what she's doing. I call my girl 1 time a day, check in and call it a day because I'm not worried about what she's doing. Right? But it more so represents you. When you look at a man, right, we are a representation of who we choose. A woman is a representation of who she's intimate with. So when I look at a woman and she's sleeping with bums, that means she's a bum. I'm sorry to say what it is. She's a bum. She can't look at me and say, he was a bum. It's a lie when you sit down and say to yourself, after 7 years, 5 years, 3 years of sleeping and being intimate with somebody and give yourself that level of grace, it's a lie when you say, I didn't know. That's a lie.
I don't know.
That's
I feel like a lot of people can show up with their representative, and we've said this. I don't know, Q. I feel like you can meet someone and they give you this image of perception of who they are. I think everyone comes with red flags. So I was talking to someone the other day and they said this. They were like, I think everyone has red flags.
100%.
And we just decide what we'll ignore
100%.
and what we won't. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So I think that, again, like I always tell you, I feel like everyone's experience is their evidence.
Yes.
So what red flag that I choose to ignore in someone is what I choose. But who doesn't have red flags? There's always going to be things in a relationship with someone that you like or you don't like, right?
Yes,
So it's just to what degree am I going to stay or am I going to go?
Okay.
So I feel like when you say, oh, you stayed for 7 years and he was just a bum, like, I mean, no one's staying with someone that's, what do you mean a bum? Like, you're just not working, you're not inspired, you're not ambitious, you're not motivated. For you doing that, then yeah, you're a bum as well. But there are other things that I feel like factors into a relationship that we accept because we know that, you know what, I could deal with that.
But
I could deal with him.
Being fair, I think it is a little narcissistic when a person push their expectations on somebody else. I think if a woman could pay her way through life, she's reached the full maturation process of adulthood. I think when you look at somebody because they don't drive the foreign car that you want them to drive or have the luxury lifestyle that you want them to have, that's you projecting what you expect on them. But they have to see it within themselves. I think sometimes motivating people and lying to yourself about people is two different things. I do believe that people, especially in relationships, and a lot of times you can tell somebody that genuinely loves somebody when I'm challenging you for the better version of yourself because it's for you. It's a difference if I'm challenging you for the better of yourself because it's for me. For instance, if a woman wants her man to make more money, chances are it's because she benefits extremely from it, right? I'm being honest, not saying you, Shay, right? If she says, oh, we should take more trips, who benefits from that? We should go out to eat more. Who benefits from that? If you're telling your man you should work harder so you can pay off your student damn loans, now you're having a different conversation. I think that's someone that is very selfless. But selfish is when I'm worried about what you're earning because I want to see what I can get from it. That's kind of scary when you really overvalue money more than you value someone who wants to spend the rest of their life with you.
But what if it's like a growth thing where I think a relationship is based on growth. Like you should want to grow together. So I think you do have some people in relationships, whether it's male or female, that they just don't want to do better. Why should you stay with someone that doesn't want better for themselves? It's not about me projecting or imposing my beliefs on you. It's about for this relationship to work and for us to reach that level of growth. I need you to be here, I need me to be here, and I need us to get there together.
So I don't think that's imposing. Who's to say that though?
What do you mean, who's to say that?
Again, this person that's invisible that's sitting in front of me.
Right.
Who am I to tell them they haven't reached their full potential?
Okay, so what if their full potential isn't enough? What if it's not enough for you guys to grow, for the level of growth where you want to be? Some people's potential, Q, is some people are just comfortable with nothing. We live in a day and age now where it's hard out here.
You know what social media did to me? I'm going to be honest with you. For a while, and I'm living my truth. You know that. When I got a divorce, I was with my ex-wife for 18 and a half years, right? And when I got a divorce, I went in the dating world with this whole perception, yo, we gonna be bosses together, we gonna buy houses and we gonna do. Then I got in the dating world and realized, I'm gonna buy houses, I'm gonna flip these, I'm gonna do these things, I'm gonna buy the businesses. And my woman is gonna be a great domesticated partner and give me the balance that I actually need. Because again, I'm gonna be honest with you, two super bosses together usually don't work. It usually don't work. There's a lot of ego in that house. And I'm gonna just be fair and honest. I do see a lot of times nowadays, unless they've grown together, If they've grown from the sandbox together, they've learned how to understand each other. And it becomes more of a friendship than it is just a relationship. They have a different aesthetic. For instance, me and my ex-wife will always have a different love and bond for each other because we did 18 and a half youthful years together. If I met someone at 30 or 40 years old, she will never have my heart like that I met at 18 years old.
Right.
It's not the same. So what I'm saying is now, looking at yourself, okay, I'm a lawyer. Of course I want a lawyer, we're gonna build, or you want a judge. It sounds amazing. But that's what movies and social media has done. It's created a false perception to the point where people don't value everyday people who love you beyond extraordinary, because again, it's not about being loved and respected and received. It's about what can you do for us.
Yeah, but there's love and there's stagnancy. I feel like we're getting them twisted. Like, you can have someone that loves you and, okay, you know what? He's a go-getter. Like you and your girl, perfect example, right?
Yes.
Like, you are super ambitious. You're the one that's going to go out there and do this. Alicia's not even here tonight because this is not her thing, right? But fine.
Yes.
But she's also a go-getter in her own way.
Yes.
We're not talking about two people that are doing that. We're talking about if you're in a relationship and you see that there's no potential in that person, it's
Yes.
stagnancy, you're not emotionally compatible,
Yes.
you're not financially compatible.
Yes.
Why are you staying in relationships? Just because? Why? I'm over pushing you to a standard or expectation that I have for you. But if you're just not meeting expectations of even yourself, then why are we together?
This I could agree, and I'm not gonna discard that. I think you have a valid point as far as if a person is being lazy,
Right.
inconsistent, that it's unfair, because I genuinely believe that a healthy relationship motivate each other. If I'm in the gym, my woman don't have to be super fit, but you gotta at least want to go to the gym, right? If I'm saving money, you don't have to save what I save, but I want to see that you're saving. I want to see that you have certain levels of discipline, because I'm attracted to discipline. It's not just about the economics. I'm also attracted to discipline. And I'm gonna be fair and honest, and anyone that knows my personal home, I started valuing my relationship more when I stopped pushing my expectations on my woman. I started enjoying her more. Because again, I started realizing that I want a 10-car garage. I want a helipad. I want those things. But I think it's unfair because let's say she just wanted a home, modest. She wanted a stable home and spending time with the family and doing nice things with the kids. I think that's her right to feel like she's achieved. As long as she's not codependent on me financially, she's won as an adult. But again, my ambition can supersede her ambition to the point where it might be me who might have to be Jordan, and I want to take us to the championships. Some people are comfortable just making the playoffs. Some people are comfortable just saying I made it to the league.
But I think it's different from men and women in that category. I think that a lot of men will be more satisfied with a woman that is, you know what, she's reached her potential. She doesn't want any more than this. It's like you said, you have a guy that'll go get a girl at McDonald's. You've said this to me plenty
100%.
of times, that she is just whatever, mopping the floors, but she respects him.
Yes.
But many women, they won't do that because you want to feel this safety and this provision and this protection from a man that you're with. So why would I want to struggle with another person?
Okay.
Like, if I'm over ambitious, why would I want to pick someone up that doesn't have any ambition at all? I'm not going to be apologetic for that, because you want a man who's, and when I say provide, guys, I don't mean he has to take me out, he has to pay all the bills, he has to do this. But if you're not even willing to be more than what you are, Q. I'm talking about men that will complain about their finances, that are not doing anything, and then decide that that's just their norm and they're okay with that. You should never be okay with poverty. You should never be okay with complacency. But some men are. And why do you expect a woman to be okay with? Why would I want to pick up a dude that's complacent?
But you know, on average, if a couple has bought a home and they've done better than the average couple, just so you know that.
Okay.
Just so you know that. I think people overvalue.
But that's not complacency.
No,
that's
but it is.
Buying a home is not cheap. So that's not a man
what I'm
who's
saying. I'm just
complacent.
saying it depends on what we call norm and what's not normal. Because ambition can grow as we get older. It can change.
But what
it
if
can
it
diminish
doesn't?
too.
But what if it doesn't?
Some people get comfortable. Some people don't, right? Some people want to ride
But we're
into the
talking
sunset.
for those people are. What if it diminishes? Then you're not forced. Again, your experience is your testimony. Your experience
so
is what you're talking about. To each his own.
So let me ask you a question. Could you date a man who makes less money than you?
Yeah.
For all my ladies in the room, could you date a man
What are you talking about?
that make less money than you? Raise your hand if you could date a man. For my ladies first.
Okay.
Could you date a man that make less money than you? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you can.
If you can.
I see one. I see two. I see three. Two. No, hold on. Raise your hand high so I want to really see it. Okay. I see one. Let's keep going.
Not today. Not
Okay,
no more.
2, 3. I see 3. right? Now let me ask you another question. Same women, all the women, could you respect him? Genuinely respect him? I believe you. I believe you. I know you
could.
personally, so I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
I have my hand raised.
Now let me ask you a question. To all my men in the room, raise your hand if you could date a woman who makes less money than you and respect her. The whole damn room got their hand up.
Can I ask you a question,
Hold on,
though?
let me finish my point.
No, I have a question. No, this
Can
is
I
not
finish?
right.
Can I
Forget
finish?
that.
Can
No.
I finish? Can I finish?
Okay.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
To me, this shows that men, we love unconditional, and y'all love with conditions. Yes! Not you. Hold on. Remove you because you said you would. So you're not them. The women that raised their hand that said they would love a man that make less than money than them, they don't count. Y'all like us. Y'all in our room with us. But the ones that didn't raise their hand, y'all conditional dating.
So why, when I raised my hand, you skipped over me? You don't think that
Because
I
I
could respect?
wanted to engage.
Okay, but you don't think I could respect a man who makes less than me?
You said it. No, let me be honest with you. Yes, to a degree.
Q has this perception of me
No,
that
no,
I'm.
no.
So wait,
Can-
no.
can I finish why I said it,
you
though?
spoken up, but you said.
Can I finish why?
Can I
Why I said
finish?
that?
Can
Go
I
ahead.
finish?
You asked me a question,
You
now
have
you
this
took-
perception of me that I'm a masculine female. That's what you said. That's what you called me. I'm
I call you
very
my
offended.
youth.
I know I got broad shoulders,
My
but
youth.
I'm saying.
Selassie I.
Why do you think that I'm a masculine female? Now that we're in front of all these people.
Now we're gonna be fair. For all my men in the room, y'all here. Within a couple of minutes,
Here we go.
Can we or can we not identify a feminine woman and a masculine woman? Raise your hand if you can identify that. Within minutes, we can see it. We can see it, right? We can see something that's gonna be combative. We can see something that's gonna be argumentative. We're not saying a true man loves to be challenged, but I think a lot of women don't understand what challenging a man is. It's different because you can light a fire under a man with your words, and you can also suck the spirit out of him with the same mouth. A man's power is his hands, a woman's power is her tongue, her mouth. The way women speak to them, man, they speak like not life into them. They speak horrible. And I'm like, you're not gonna motivate that man because naturally most men love language is what? Words of affirmation. So therefore, if I give you a gift, you get me mad, I take the gift from you. And then I say, here you go. You ain't gonna want it again, right? That's what you just did when you got disrespectful to me. You gave me my love language by saying, hey, I love you, and gave me my affirmation. Then when you got mad, you insulted and disrespected me. You just took my gift from me. I don't want that gift anymore. So now if I'm entertaining Tasha, because Tasha is giving me my gift, and it's not by choice. Love languages is how we are as people. It makes us feel comfortable. It makes us feel safe. Men, again, you can speak life into them, and you can also speak the D word into them. Literally, the way you speak to his spirit, especially when a man gives you his heart, it becomes tender, it becomes vulnerable. The only person that can hurt a man is his mother, his grandmother, his daughter, and the woman he lays in the bed with.
So you don't think that applies to women as well? I feel like everything that you're saying, you went kind of hard just now. You were spitting in the mic and everything. But you don't think...
You know, it's on.
I'm saying,
It's
you
on.
don't think that applies to women as well?
Can I be
You
honest?
don't think that we want our men to do the same
Can I
thing?
be
Like
honest?
you were so convictious about that. But
Can I be
again,
honest?
in my most calm voice,
I'm gonna be honest.
us too. What
I'm gonna
is
be
your
honest with you.
point?
A man will naturally, in most cases, never sell his respect for economics. A woman, in most cases, will sell her respect for economics. I've seen it 1,000 times.
That's
I know
true.
women
I
who
could
will
agree
physically
with
get
that.
abused. I know women who get verbally abused. I know women who will literally stay with men because of their earning. And I know not too many men who would do that. I know men who will leave a millionaire because of respect from the dollar heir. That means we clearly date and love unconditional. It's not about your earning.
So a man's... what a man values the most from his woman is respect. What are the three
100%.
things that men value the most?
Respect, respect, and respect. That's all we want. And look, the way you talk to your boss when you get upset, can I get some of that? Can I get some of that? The way you can bite your tongue and censor yourself, and then you call your man and talk bad about your boss, but you won't say it to his face. Can I get a little bit of that? Can I get a little level of discernment and respect? And think about what you're about to say before you say it? Because you got to remember now what you do is, look, I'm going to be honest. And my men, the reason why a lot of women don't understand, because y'all don't tell the truth. A lot of times y'all say things that affect us more than we give light. It affects us more than we give light.
It's hot.
And a lot of times the men, they go sit in a room and they think about it. And they ponder on it. And be like, yo, she just broke my heart, man. And you might still love her. And your brother, he locked in because he knows it's true. You might still love her. But in the same breath, you're going to question yourself. You're going to start thinking about that relationship a little different. So sometimes what I don't like is a lot of times if a woman say, hey, I cheated, a lot of women be like, girl, I would have cheated too. But why y'all don't give that man that same level of grace? I see why people step out on both sides. I can see why some women left a relationship. I can see some why men are. But I don't get to believe that men get the same level of grace when it comes to dating when we decide to step out. Most cases, a woman, he was horrible. Y'all don't be telling these girls they horrible. Some of these girls don't even know how to bathe good. Some of these girls don't even know how to talk good. Some of these girls don't know how to respect a man. Like, let's talk logical. And again, we can identify the issues that's going on with the men who don't grow up with fathers. But what is the issues of the women who don't grow up with fathers? You know what happens? A lot of the boys who don't grow up with fathers, they become hyper feminine. A lot of the girls who don't grow up with fathers, they become hyper masculine. I don't need a man. So stay single. Men like to be needed. And again, our ego is our driving force. The way you speak to me, it strokes my ego. It makes me feel like I can go kill a lion. It's the truth. But again, in order to understand, a woman wants to be told all the time, you're beautiful, right? She wants to hear that all the time, right? You look good. And we do it. That's their ego being stroked. Tell me I can take over the world. The same way we can speak horrible about a person, you show me who you are when you get upset. I'm just telling you that. Once you show me who you are when you're upset, I genuinely believe that. Don't tell me you love me after you disrespected me. One day, Face, you got mad at me, you bit your tongue with me. That showed me how much you love me. When I got mad at him, I bit my tongue with him. That shows him how much I love him. Don't get mad at me and disrespect me, then act like we're gonna go back to normal. No, you don't love me, you don't respect me. Because if you did, you would have thought about our relationship moving forward. It wouldn't stop at that moment. 10 years, 15 years, 7 years of us being together goes out the window because of anger, that means you're not a genuine person.
Yeah, but Q, we can argue that with women. I know sometimes we sit here and we talk about race, but as I was looking it up today, I don't want to get into the percentage with all my index cards.
Get into your percentages? Because I be cooking you with them stats.
It says that black men are at the top of the most disrespectful to their women, and black women are the most disrespected of the race by black men. So how do you explain that?
Being fair to you, I genuinely believe that's on the both sides. I think,
but that's not what the stats say. It says that black men are the most disrespectful of the races.
Where does that come from?
I mean, I looked it up. I don't know where that's coming from.
You gotta have a source.
But regardless of what,
I can say that tomorrow. Put it on Wikipedia.
And it says that we're the ones that receive the most disrespect from our men.
Okay, can
so
I
I'm
be
saying,
fair?
where does that come from, though?
I do believe that.
Because you guys want us to stroke two things. You want us to stroke your D and your ego. We can't do both. So I feel like you got to pick one. Like, what is it that you want us to stroke?
You want to say it's a
while
fact?
you're giving us chaos, but I'm
Two
saying,
people have fun
while
and sex.
you're giving us chaos, you want us to give...
You shouldn't be sleeping with people that you're not enjoying sex with.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. While you guys are giving us chaos, men want us to give them peace. So you say you want us to do this and that, but some. Okay. You didn't say some when you spoke before. You kind of said most
just
women.
So your friend,
but
she's not like that.
You want us to give you guys peace when a lot of y'all bring us chaos. So how do you explain that? A lot of y'all bring us chaos, Q.
Now, can I be honest? From a dating pool aspect, right? The one thing I don't like is most women do not hold themselves accountable to who they're intimate with.
I'm sorry?
Most women do not hold themselves accountable to who they were intimate with.
To who they're intimate with? What do you mean?
Meaning they will complain about the guy they slept with and then blame the man about who they slept with. A woman is the gateway to sex.
Agreed.
She has the ability to say yay or nay. So the moment she say yay, that's your time now. That's on you. Right. If a man dates this loser chick, he's the problem. Because after sex, in most cases, a good woman wants a relationship. Mm-hmm. So the man chooses the relationship at that moment right there. You choose the sexual encounter at that moment. So if you sleep with him, where's the accountability? So this loser guy, that mean you sleep fast. You get into bed too quick. Slow down. Damn. But I'm just saying, a lot of people, they move too fast, and then they complain about the person they got in the bed with fast. Right. So therefore, you only see, no one comes to a job interview and say, hey, I promise you I'm gonna be the worst employee on earth. Not only that, I'm gonna be late every day. Not only that, I'm gonna use all my PT and I'm gonna beg for some more, and I'm gonna lie on my kid and say that he's sick so I can get some more days off. No person does that, but when they get the job, they do it. But if what that job do is keep you on probation, people don't even do that in the dating world. They open up the whole damn house as soon as they meet you.
So are you saying that as women, we need to vet the men more? We need to vet our men more. You think that a lot of women aren't vetting the guys that they're sleeping with? They're opening their legs way too fast.
Can I say something that people get mad?
Yeah.
I think most women these days are hoes. Damn. And listen. I'm gonna say this. Look. For my ladies who aren't hoes, you should be proud of yourself. You shouldn't be fighting for them hoes. Look, when you call a man a bum, I'm standing on your side. They bums. Y'all get offended when it's not you. That's weird. Because the shoe fits, you wear it. If it don't fit, why are you getting offended?
Right.
I don't get mad when a room full of people say people are bums, because I'm not a bum. I take care of my kids. When you get offended, because the truth hurts. So reality is, you shouldn't even get offended. It shouldn't even be bothering you. You be like, yeah, they hoes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Because if you know you're not like that, why are you getting mad? And why you feel to defend them? We got to stand on it together. If you call out men, say, I stand with you. But the fact of the matter is, I don't get stood with when I talk bad about women and tell the truth about women.
Because when you say most, I just feel like, Q, you get mad if I don't speak for most women. I don't think I have, but I don't think I have the hat to defend most women. I don't think I could sit here and say most women are hoes. I think that I do personalize it a little bit when I see my friends and my family, and I know they're not that. They're not. We'll talk off camera, but we're not talking about that.
You told me they hoes off camera.
I'm saying I can't speak for most women, but what do you feel like constitutes a hoe? What makes a hoe? I'm asking you. I'm asking you, what makes a hoe?
Can I go
Is it just someone who opens their leg up? I'm asking you, what makes a hoe?
Okay.
What makes a hoe a hoe?
I'm gonna tell you something. If you are an attention whore, you're still a whore. Because real men are not attracted to attention whores. We're not attracted to attention whores. There's a lot of women that run around, they're attention whores. Not only are they very intimate, they're very promiscuous rather, they're attention whores, right? The other day, me and you had a conversation about a particular girl. Attention whore. Not attracted to that. Yuck. Because again, when I step out in the real world, that's what's representing me. See, the issue is, what I love about my grandmother generation, we talk about the old school men, but these modern women want old school men. That don't even make no goddamn sense.
But a lot of y'all men are attracted to hoes, though. That's what y'all attracted to.
They don't get rings in marriage. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna be fair. All my men in the room, let's be honest. And I wanna see who's gonna lie, who's gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna raise my hand first. Most men do not marry or date the most beautiful woman they ever been intimate with. Let me say that again. Let's see who's gonna be honest. Most men do not marry and date the most beautiful woman we've ever been intimate with. What we do is we marry and date the best overall woman we've ever met. And that's a harsh reality. We date the best overall woman. We do not marry and date. Most men are married to modest and average looking women. Most of those girls who want to be, what is the new term that you call, Tyler? They call them girls? 304s, and the other term is what? Baddies? They're single and promiscuous. They don't get men. They get sex.
They do get men.
No, they get checks. They're prostitutes. They don't get nothing more than that. It's just a harsh reality. So again, Michelle Obama ain't representing herself like that. She's not. These are the women that we should be more so idolizing. And the reason why I'm hard on women, I come from a single mother of 6, right? And I was a single father. That's my son right there. Give it up for my son, guys. I had my son very, very young, guys. I'm the youngest with the oldest son in the room or child in the room. I've been a father since I was 17 years old, 18 years old, right? But in the same breath, I was a single father, right? And I was also come from single mother. So I've seen both sides of the coin. But the issue is, what I loved about my mother could have been a whore. I never saw it. My mother never let me see it. I didn't see none of those things. And that's the one thing I value about my mom. She respected herself enough where she respected me, where she said, whatever I got going on in my personal life, it stay in my personal life. Go look on some of these mamas' Instagrams. God damn. God damn. I'm like, your whole page look like you're auditioning for sex. Your whole page look like you're auditioning. Listen to that again. You're auditioning for sex. You're not auditioning for relationships. All you're doing is poking out your butt. You're worried about the village seeing you. So again, a woman that's for the village will never be a queen to a king. She's more than likely gonna get a peasant. And then she complained about the peasants she get because she auditioning for the peasants. Because kings look past that. We don't see that. That's trash to us. That don't even make sense. You don't respect yourself, so I'm gonna respect you.
Cuba, we're not seeing that. We've seen a lot of these hoes that are getting men.
No,
so
we see them
I
getting
disagree
sex.
with you. No.
I'm gonna be honest with you. For every
we don't see that. We see a lot of them that are getting wifed up. We see a lot of them that are getting flown out. We see a lot of them that are getting taken care of. So what do you mean that they're just getting sex?
Okay,
they're
watch
getting.
this. Who lives in Long Island? Raise your hand. Would you say that Baldwin is one of the very successful black towns? I've owned a business in Baldwin for over 20 years. I see a lot of black families come in my business. And every time I meet their women, they're not hoes. They're very good women who carry themselves. Face, am I lying? They carry themselves a certain way. They're auditioning for the part of life that they want. A lot of these women that we're talking about, they don't get husbands. And then the husband they get, he's probably ratchet. He's probably not a good guy either. He probably do crazy stuff in front of his kids. He's not a good man. So again, if she's married, just because you got married don't mean you have a healthy marriage. One of the healthiest marriages I see in this room right now is my friend Tiff and Tamel. Yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling y'all up. I don't care if you get mad. They've been together since they was 3 years old. Give it up for them. Woo. No, wait, no. They've been together since they was 4. But that's what I've learned is being in a healthy relationship, you gotta get around healthy relationships. And that's one of my healthy mentored relationship that I value a lot. And they know how I feel about them. No, Diddy, because you winking at me. No, but I'm just saying, you have to get around healthy relationships to see what healthy relationships look like. When I sit down and listen to him say, okay, I'll pay for this trip, she paid for this trip. I've never heard them fight about money, ever. And I'm around a lot, like a lot. And this is my workout buddy. He ain't come to the new gym, but it is what it is. But I'm saying, but I work out, I hang out with these people a lot. But I see the modesty in between the couple, where she understands that she wants to grow old with him, and he understands he wants to grow old with her. He's not gonna let his money dictate him being unhappy at a later age. She's not gonna let her money dictate her from being unhappy at a later age. There are a lot of people right now, as soon as they start earning, they think they're above society. Because if that was potentially what you did, you earned that money for yourself. I didn't earn that to go flex on the world. I earned that to embed in my family, to put us in a better positioning. So the reality is if my woman is earning and she don't see that her man is struggling, she don't need to be with nobody, she need to be alone. And if a man thinks like that, he needs to be alone too.
Yeah, but it's most men that flex their money though, Q.
Because they get more respect when they have.
Their money.
They would get more respect when they have.
Yeah, but then what does that say about the man?
It says insecurity. You thought I was going to say it, not say that?
I don't know what you was going to say.
I was going to say
You're weird. You didn't say anything.
But let's look at the aesthetics, right? 70% of our homes right now are single parents. Would y'all guys agree? For everybody in the room that's a man, raise your hand if you grew up with a single mother. Damn, that looked like most of the room. You did too? All right. What are you? Single mother? All right, that's most of the room. Would y'all agree that's most of the room? That's most of the room. So what I'm trying to say is 70%. That would look like about 70, 80% of the room, right? Would you agree?
Get to the point, Q.
No, what I'm saying is...
So I could pull out my index cards.
The reality is when you don't have a certain aesthetics, you learn at a later age.
Right.
I learned how to be a man because I moved to an area that had a lot of men.
Okay.
I didn't know how to be a man until I moved to an area that had men.
Okay.
Because my uncle's in the room. Guys, give it up for my uncle. That's also my best friend, just so y'all know that. Sometimes. We ain't get on my nerves. I'm just being honest. Yeah, LeBron hater. I like LeBron, he like Jordan. You know how that go. But I'm just saying, but he'll tell you, like, I looked at him one day and I said to him, I said, yo, you know something funny? He said, what up? I said, yo, you know we never had a good man example of showing us how to be men? And he looked at me and was like, damn, you right. I said, imagine going to a job and the first day you start a job, you told that you're horrible at the job and you never got any experience on the job. That's what a lot of men get. The women get grace because a lot of women have great mothers or good women in the household showing them how to be at least a woman. They don't know how to receive and respect a man, but they know how to at least be good women. But these men don't get the same grace when they're not, we can clearly see that most of us come from single parent homes. So guess what you're gonna be a lot of times? Hyper feminine. You ever get a man mad to the point where he argue for 3 hours? Ain't no real man do that. But they learn that from who? Their mamas.
But can I ask you this? Culturally, I feel like it's really, let's get down to race. I feel like it's in the black household.
That's both
where
homes.
I'm sorry?
That's a lot of homes.
But statistically and for the percentage, it's mostly in our household where there are single parents. Why do you think that is, where you have a lot of single moms and mostly single mothers in the black household?
So I'm gonna ask this question. So why are there more white women on social services than black women if it's more black homes that's only single? They have the issue, they just exploit us. They just show out, they just show us. They give us in a mirror, they make movies of us and they make us clowns. Reality is most white families are broke.
Right.
More white people on social services and welfare. We can look up the stats. Anybody want to argue it? Let's look it up.
That's true.
Right? More of them on social services than not. A lot of them come from single parents the same way we do. But again, they exploit us more. They show us more. So therefore, we're like their cash cow in a sense. They make fun of us in our own face and we don't even see it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that's white people, because there's some good white people. There's some good Spanish people.
There sure are.
You know what I'm saying? But they're good people. So I don't want to make it a black-white thing. You know, I hate doing that. But the reality is, I'm not going to generalize a bad white person and put him in the same context as a good white person, because, you know, my favorite activist is Harriet Tubman. And her Underground Railroad was a chain of white homes. No, I'm seriously. And it was punishable by what? Death if they caught them. So I'm just saying, they're good white people. I'm just saying, we got to, it is more shown how we operate. Because again, the powers that be control the narrative, because they control media. If you control media, you can control minds.
But why do you think, again, for my question,
I just had to say
the
that.
single household for black Americans, and why do you think a lot of black men aren't staying in the black household? Because the statistics shows
because their daddy didn't stay in the
is.
house. They ain't staying in the homes because their daddy didn't stay in the house.
And why weren't the dads staying in the house? Because we're not going to say that they were ran out by the mothers.
No,
because the statistics shows that that's not true as well. So why is it that they are ran out?
Can I be fine? Can I be fair? Can I be fair? I remember there was a time where me and my son had a wacky situation, because at times I wasn't allowed to be a good father. Would you agree? Right? I'm just being fair. I remember I went and fought for custody. At one point, my son was in foster care. I looked at my son. He was across in the courtroom from me, and I looked at him and I said, I'm going to do everything it takes to get you. And I'm going to be honest with you, Shay. The courts make it extremely hard for a man that looks like me to get that thing that they love more than life itself. I have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that I'm suitable to take what I created, and you just got to just be a mother. You can take what you created. They automatically assume I'm giving the mother, like we don't got toxic mothers out here. Like we don't have mental illness going on in women. It's the same aesthetics across the board. But the reality is I had to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that I was suitable to take my child. My child. His mother wasn't at the time. I was. But again, I had to go take, counseling, right? Parenting classes, anger management classes. Why are you giving me such a hard time? And I'm going to tell you, I knocked him out so fast that the damn judge said, you cheated. I said, I didn't cheat. I said, I wanted my son. That's what it was. My father didn't raise me. So I said, by any means, I have to break this cycle. But it took a lot for me to break that cycle, because you operate based on what you're taught. Because what's normal to a person is because they weren't taught anything different. When you look at a person, how they operate, how they move, it's because they were taught that. I can't laugh at a person who behaves in a certain manner when they come from a certain demographics or aesthetics.
But do you think, when you say the system is unfair, do you feel like because a lot of women hold the custodial right, they have the child, and the man isn't there, so he has to prove himself worthy of why he needs to get the child, or why they need 50-50, or why they should be a part of life? Because a lot of women are the ones that have the child. Like, they're the ones that are with the child every day. So your son's mother, I don't know the story, but is she the one that had him the whole time, and now you're coming in like, I want to be a part of his life? So the court is like, okay, I need you to prove to me
He's right
why
there.
you should. I don't want to.
Hey,
I'm asking you.
You think I wanted you in my life? You think I would have rolled for you? You think I would have gave my soul for you? You think I would have gave my heart for you? I would have every day fought learning how to be a dad as long as my son is with me. I would have fought every day learning it. I would have made 1,000 mistakes, but I was never gonna leave. Never. My dad left me. I don't understand how he did it, because I can't. I couldn't. It hurt me to throw my son out if I get mad at him. I sit there every day and stress out and worry about him. Because I don't know how you don't love something that you created more than you love yourself. I love myself. I love him 80 times more than I love me. He comes in the house sometime and look at my burger, I'm like, damn, take it. I'm hungry as hell. I just came off work. But I love my kid. But again, in order to help these men get to this space, we need more men helping them get to that space. Because again, if in most cases, when you come from a divorced family, you are more likely to create what? A broken family. It's what it is. My boy right here now, this is my little brother. Now, shout out now. Now he's a psychologist. He's a therapist. Look, me and now walk that thing down. Right now, we walk that thing down. But again, now a lot of times when I talk about the things that now you're in the field, are you starting to see it more now? But again, it's we fighting our feelings versus the logic. Truth is, I would say there are good mothers out here. But the good mothers need to hold the ungood mothers accountable. There are a lot of bad men out here. And the good men need to hold the bad men accountable. Me and you hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. Again, I'm not standing on the side with some losers. I like to win.
So one thing you said that I do have to argue because I looked it up.
There you go. It's your sister.
When you come from a divorced family, it doesn't mean statistically that you're likely to have a divorced family. I mean, people divorce for different reasons. Guys, I'm always transparent on this podcast, as in I'm going through that myself.
Go through what?
A divorce.
I just wanted to-
Why are you
room
trying
might
to put
be
me on the
slow.
spot? Like, I don't.
My
We've
son
been doing
didn't
this for
understand.
so
He said,
long.
huh? What he said?
We've been going through this for so long. But
being
I
funny.
feel like when we say single, just because people are divorced, it doesn't mean that they're not going to give their children love. My brother could attest to this. Like, we come from a divorced family. We know that divorced parents, I'm sorry, our mother loves us, our father loves us. We get parented differently. But
Yes.
he's been in a relationship with his girl for years. It doesn't mean that you're going to create. People emulate not just what they see, but what they know. And I think that single doesn't mean, I mean, a broken home doesn't mean, okay, a divorced mom and she's just out here keeping the kid away or whatever. It could mean like, okay, we're parenting from different homes. People break up for different reasons. And just because you're
Agreed.
divorced and you're broken up, it doesn't mean that you're going to create that cycle, because sometimes staying together is harder than being apart. And there are
Agreed.
times where you have a toxic household where people decide, you know what, it's best for us to separate, because at the end of the day, kids don't need to per se see their parents together. They need to see a healthy relationship.
Agreed.
And a healthy relationship doesn't mean being together. If it means being apart, then be apart. It's okay.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Most kids that come from bad environments, do they usually fail?
Most kids that come from a bad environment, say a lot of them fail. I'm going to
That's
say
the
most.
same thing with the marriage. There will always be outliers, but it won't be the majority. And when it's not the majority, that means it's the most. And where it's the most,
Can
that
somebody
means
look that up? I want to see how many percentage of kids.
I'm gonna tell you
I
right
wanna
now,
know.
from single parents right now,
know.
single mothers have the highest mental health issues, the highest running away children, the highest homelessness, the lowest grade test scores. Right?
Do you know why? Because I looked that up today.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Do you know why?
I'm
Tell
gonna tell you
me,
why.
because I want to.
Let me hear what you about to say. Let me hear this first. Let's hear this. Let's hear this.
So the reason why, it's because of where they live and the poverty level. So they say the reason why it is, and it's because they say a lot of times when you have single dads, men, for the most part, significantly make more than women. So that's why they say a lot of single dads have a higher success rate than mothers. When you talk about the poverty level for some mothers when they become a single parent, we're not talking about through divorce. Because you say a lot of women gain through divorce, but that's also not certain women. So it's a certain class of women that'll gain more through the divorce. And
Agreed.
those women, their kids have a higher rate of success. So
Okay.
it all depends on your demographic and everything. So it's not just, let's just say, single mothers have the highest rate of this.
That's
No,
not what
it's
I'm
all
saying.
about, it's all about their
All of them-
demographic.
and that's 70%.
Quentin.
That's not all of them, Shay. There are a few in that situation that definitely
But it's
fits
not
that
just a
criteria.
few. The
Let's
statistics
say
are
all of them did.
good.
All of them? Come on. Come on, Jay. Come on. I'll be honest with you. From my experience, single mothers raise they coddle their sons, and they're very extra on their daughters. And that's why their sons are so soft and their daughters are so hard.
I disagree. I don't think a lot of single
Listen, let
mothers
me
are
say this
raising
again. I don't
soft
want to
sons.
say all.
Yeah, that's crazy
I'm not
to
saying
say.
all. So anyone taking
That's
it's
crazy to
all,
say.
then your mother and father first cousins. Because that's not what I mean. What I'm just saying is most people who come from single parent homes, the mothers are easier on their sons than their daughters. That's why the daughters are hyper masculine and the sons are
But I
hyper
don't think that's
feminine.
single. I think that's even when you're together. When you're married, mothers are softer on their sons.
Can I finish my point? But
Mothers are
also,
softer on their sons in
even if the
general.
father is there, he still gives it a balance because he's going to kick him in his butt. He's like, stop taking a big piece of chicken. Remember used to do that?
It's so weird.
Let me tell that rough monster. I say, yo, fam, you don't pay no
so
bills here.
strange.
Why you taking all the chicken? You say, you know what, Dad, you're right. I don't deserve all the chicken. But I'm just saying, there's a healthy aesthetics. Like, for instance, I love when people understand balance and they understand the importance of other masculine figures when it comes to co-raising a child. I do see a lot of times the single mothers that come into my barbershop, they give me a lot of fight when I'm checking their sons. They give me a lot of it. And the sons be like, the dad be like, yeah, get him, Q. But the ones that don't have that, not my baby. You better leave my baby alone. Sugar, fire, honey bunch. I'm like, your son is gonna date a woman who's gonna control him and walk him and lead him, and she's gonna hate him for leading him. And that's what you're creating. You're creating a whole wimp.
I disagree, but okay.
I'm telling you as a man. For all my men in the room who agree, raise your hand. You 3.5 years old, so don't raise your hand. You don't know yet. What about you? You agree with me? So all I'm saying is, as a man, when a man is telling you how we are, it's diabolical when a woman combats that, because you will never have to be a black man in America in your life or be a male.
I mean, you combat how I tell you that women are too.
No, I just say to you that what I say is the way they think about natural, normal things, a lot of times it's not right. Because a lot of them watch social media a lot. And a lot of them think they baddies and they averages. And I'm just being fair, Shay. But if I say that, I'm wrong. Oh, he ain't all that. I don't give a damn. My woman love me. And my kids think I'm a superhero. Dun, 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 dun. And my mama said I'm my best son. I won. And my grandmother, I'm her favorite grandchild. So guess what?
Why
I
you always seem like you're looking for validation?
No, I want it validated by the people that love me and I love. It's beautiful when your grandmother validates you, because that's my first queen.
Right.
My second queen is my mother. My third queen is my woman, and my fourth queen is my daughters. So the reality, if all my queens in line with me as a man, I think I'm a great man.
So since you know men so much, what do you think are a lot of the issues that women are facing with men these days? What do you think that men are lacking? Why a lot of women aren't in relationships, aren't in healthy relationships, aren't getting married? We have a low statistic of marriages. What do you think that the men are lacking?
You have a lot of men that's in the dating world right now who don't believe in marriage because they don't come from marriage. So reality is more men are looking for sexual encounters than they're looking for relationships. And the sad part is the way a lot of women present themselves these days.
So we're going to blame women for that, for the reason how men present themselves.
Y'all set the standard. I'm going to be honest with you.
Women set the standard.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yo, you could make a man hula hoop before he gets sex. Listen to what I said again. You could make a man hula hoop before he gets sex. If a man really likes you, you got the power. But it's what you do with it after that. Right? And y'all start with the power. The moment you lay there and become submissive to a bozo, you're the problem. That is because you should know that your power is, you have the power. You have the whole power, Shay. I promise you, you have the power. And if a man, I've seen dudes do some crazy stuff. I've seen men rebel against their parents because they're in love. I'm just being honest. But again, if you don't understand that, what you're going to do is say, you know what, men are the problem. No, you need to see how you're not utilizing your gift that God has given you.
And the gift is the vagina.
It changes.
The gift is a vagina.
No, the gift is the fact that when a man likes you, because in most cases it's lust or like. Right? It's like a lust. But it can turn to love based on how you operate with it. How you operate with it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I could meet a woman, I could extremely like her. And guys, if y'all agree with me, let me know. I could meet a woman, I could really like her. And she might give it to me too easy, and I don't like her no more. I don't like her no more. I'll give you another one. I could like a woman, and then after I see who she was intimate with, I don't like her no more. I don't like her no more. You know why I don't like her? Because I'm like, you let him sleep with you? Because naturally, and I'm be honest with you, and most men, when we meet you, we see you as a queen. It's on you to fall off the goddamn pedestal. The moment we meet you and we like you, we see you as a queen. We start checking things off as you start showing us more and more and more. How much we gonna like you? I'm like, you know what? You slept with Tyrone. Tyrone been on the corner for 30 years. Damn. 30 years. What? Like, how? Yo, tell her, I mean, one time, one of my guys called me for 3 hours, Shay. How did he do it, Q? I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know. And I'm looking at the dude, yo, the dude missing teeth. You 30 years old with no teeth. Damn. And you slept with him. Damn. You know what that, why? Go ahead, the ladies. And that's true. That's true.
But they don't see the game.
Yes.
They don't see the game.
So you don't, no man wants no airhead. No airhead, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're like, come on, you let him sleep with you. And I'm just being fair. What I'm getting at of the guys, and for those who don't understand, women are more valuable that they give themselves. But again, if you don't see your own value, that's on you.
So the fact that your uncle said that's game, how, as a man, would you tell women to recognize game? Like, how do you know if a man is serious? Now, let's say you have checked all the boxes as a woman, and now she took her time. How are you now knowing if he's serious and he wants something deeper than just... And what's the time on that? Because we spoke about this the other day, and you said...
There's a guy. What's his name? Bobby Valentino. Slow down.
Okay.
I just want to get to... Finish the line? To know you. Y'all want to sleep with him before you know him?
No, we passed that. We said you passed the sleeping phase.
Shay, that's 100%. The issue is slow down. Yo, people dating a half an hour and they sleeping with each other. Yo, I asked the girl the other day, I said, what is the guy you sleeping with middle name? She said, I have no clue. And then in the same breath tell me she's a good girl. You a good girl and you don't even know the guy you intimate with middle name. That is crazy. I would be so mad at my daughter. I'd be so mad at her. That is crazy. What happened back in the days, we met your parents. We got to know your family. You're already in bed. Nobody know each other. And you can look on social media. It says mutuals. It's a cheat. I'm like, you know what? Let me see who. I'm going to send that shot. Yo, John, what's up with Shorty? Shorty ain't that. Goodbye. Y'all need to do the same thing. Stop trying to repaint people who's showing you who they are. Once you show me your colors, accept it. He's a loser. Being single is not bad, rather than being with the wrong person. It's okay to be single if you're not with the wrong person. It is wrong to be single when you ran away the right person. That's the difference.
So you're saying that as women, we're not vetting our men properly?
Hell no.
That's what it is?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. Y'all in line for the same 10% of men. I'm going to tell you something. Growing up in high school, let's look at life as a high school setting. The corny dudes who are going to be somebody, I'm teaching my daughters, you better like him. Like him. He going to be somebody. And I know his godmother, I know her godfather, and I know her brother going to make sure of that. We going to like him. We know why? Because that lifestyle that you have in your mind later in life is going to come later in life when you start building it from now. He going to fall in love because when a boy has less experience, let's say we in high school again, right? You have less experience. Every woman is more attractive than they actually are because you haven't experienced so many women. But the moment you start experiencing women, everybody right now, when you went in high school, the cutest girl ain't cute no more. Tell the truth. She was never cute, but because you didn't have experience. She was okay. Comparable to experience in the world. And the reason I say that is because men were visual creatures. Would y'all agree? We're very visual. I didn't create the rule, I just understand it. We're very visual. We see.
You're very visual, but you marry average.
No, we marry the best. Once you become mature, you start looking at overall.
Okay.
My girl fire overall. I'm sorry. I love her. She's a good girl.
She is a great girl.
Fire overall.
We love Alicia. We love Alicia.
The reason why I say that is because, one, she understands me. Two, she don't get in the way of a moving truck. She knows her position in the situation. And she doesn't mind it. And she's comfortable with it. She's like, listen, I'm not getting in the way. I think the healthiest relationship, if you know your woman could soar to the moon, get out the way and let her go. That's why I love you. That's why I love you as a man, bro. Because you don't get in the way. Yo, he big his woman up. Yo, Tiff, I heard so much about you. You don't even know I know too much about you. I promise you. We be in the gym. He bigs his woman up. And I'm learning like, dang, so you celebrate your woman. You give her flowers. Okay, keep going. You're not intimidated by her accomplishments. Okay, I'm learning. Keep going, brother. Tell her I'm proud of you. But it takes a man to know a man. A lot of these dudes are big males. They're not men. And I give them grace because they didn't have great men around them. So I understand. If my son chooses not to be a man, it's because he chose to, because he had a man around him. He rebelled against it. Because clearly I've shown him how to be a man. It's on him to listen. Because ears can be wide open but still closed at the same time. So if he's choosing not to hear me, that's on him. And the same with your son. They have to want to hear it.
So I was reading today, and the statistic says a lot of men are intimidated by their woman's success.
Disagree.
Or intimidated by women's success. Do you feel, talk on that. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like a lot of men are insecure and intimidated by what their women, for the women who are doing better or doing more?
Can I be honest? Mm-hmm. The reason why most men don't like women that do really good financially is because it comes with a lot of mouth. It comes with a lot of arrogance. It comes with a lot of ego. And it comes with the lack of the willingness to share. She's not going to share what she has. Guys, a woman can make $100,000 a year, and guess what? That's $100,000 a year. It is rare to find a woman that believes that everything is ours. Because what's for her is for her, and what's for you is also for her. I'm just being fair. I didn't create the rules. I just understand it.
You're so annoying. All right.
Let me see one of your little index cards.
No, I don't. You notice I haven't
every time
even
you
used
get mad,
them?
they're getting balled up closer and closer.
I get so mad at him.
She
I'm
getting
like,
mad, they balling up closer and closer. Let's see what you got.
Listen, no, I don't want to talk about the index. The index cards were just.
But can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So what is a good man? Can I get a good For those who don't know, we got the hottest podcast in the state, right? We got the hottest podcast. And look, I'm not just saying that men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't.
Tyler, can you give me a shot of
they
Jameson?
show us in the world,
Jameson?
we're in the top 15% of YouTube channels right now in the world.
Jameson?
Are we lying?
Jameson, don't matter.
Are we lying, Dre? Come on, we killing it right now.
Jameson, don't matter.
That plaque is very rare and few got this. I'm just saying. It sounds like I'm being arrogant, but I'm very happy.
I'll answer the question when you're done praising yourself. You done?
No, I'm praising us.
You sure?
You was in that conversation. I said we. I speak French today. You didn't hear that part.
Stop pointing at me. You know I don't like that.
Yeah, it's sister crazy. You had to grow up with her. I'm gonna pray for you later. Now I love my sister though. You know why I love you, Shay? Let me say this before you say anything.
Oh, God.
You are 100% real woman. You are organically Shay.
Oh, thank you, Quentin.
And it's not fake. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is Shay. Me and Shay argued for 3 hours on the phone.
Oh my God.
And then guess what? Say, you ready for Sunday? I'm like, I don't want to talk to you, fam.
No, I do that.
Yeah, you get mad at me.
I am the one who do that.
You get
Every
mad at
time
me.
we get into
You
a
get mad at me.
conversation, I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. Don't talk to me for 2 days.
Because
Don't
I'm gonna
text
tell
me.
you
Don't
something.
call me.
You know why Shay don't want to listen? Shay got a couple friends, right? And they're males. A male friend, a real friend. This is my best female friend right here, right? I don't want to sleep with my female friend. I love my female friend. I know that if we entertain sex, it changes the dynamics of what we have. A real friend do not see you sexually. If a man sees you sexually, he is an opportunist.
I don't believe in a lot of male and female
Guys,
friendships.
He's an opportunist.
I don't.
So sometimes when you're mad, I want you to hang out because you know he's an opportunist.
I believe that most of you guys are friends. Most men that are friends with females want to sleep with their female friends.
That's why you gotta vet your friends.
when women friend zone men, it's different. I think a lot of men will sit there and say that they're friends, and they're not.
You think I want to sleep with you?
For example, let me finish.
Think I want to sleep with you?
For example, can I please finish?
Go ahead.
For example, so I know someone who, okay, so let's just say you have a female friend.
I want you to talk about that person you know.
I am. I'm about to.
No, you give me
can
hypotheticals.
I please finish?
Go into the reality. I want that.
You have a female friend, and you guys are friends. Let's just say, I don't know, you guys have been friends for a couple years.
Okay.
Do you think a guy should send a female friend roses? Yes or no?
Hell no. I told you that already.
Okay, let's.
He's interested.
Let me finish. Okay, so a guy shouldn't send a female friend roses. Do you think that, let's just say this person makes time for a female friend in terms of, you know what, I'm going to designate time to constantly see this person when they're around, and I'm going to disengage from maybe the person that you're seeing or maybe whatever to make time for that friend over and over and over. Let's say, I don't know, a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So can I open that up to the men? Would y'all be comfortable with this situation she just presented with your woman? I wouldn't be. Raise your hand if you wouldn't be. Raise your hand if you wouldn't be. I wouldn't be. Because we know that he's an opportunist.
I know he lying.
We know that what he's, and you know that's the dude that's gonna be like, he chipping away, right?
So he's waiting for that opportunity?
I'm gonna tell you something. You know what a real man understands?
Wait, I'm not done. I need to give more examples. So
he want to hit it, Shay.
He wants to sleep with his.
Yes. He don't want to sleep with his friend. He want to sleep with his potential. He's sitting there lingering in the background. There's a video that went viral. I don't know who guys who saw that, where the guy made the woman call her friends. And she said, I got a lot of male friends. And the boyfriend was like, I want you to stop dealing with them because I know they want to sleep with you. She said, no, they don't. He made them call the boys, all the guys. All of them wanted to sleep with her. All of them wanted to sleep with her. I said, are they really your friends? A friend don't see you that way. It's like, we see you like a real... Now, back to you. Do you think I would sleep with you?
I would never sleep with you.
That's not what I asked you.
I didn't like the way you frowned your face when you said that. Like,
because I see you as a sister.
I see you as a brother.
I see that's incest to me. That's weird to me. Like, it's weird because I see you as my son's uncle, auntie,
Not
rather.
an uncle. Wow, you just
I
went
made a
crazy.
mistake. I apologize. No, I was being funny. I apologize.
That was a jab?
No, because I
we
looked
could
at
do
him.
that.
I looked at my uncle, and uncle came
And I
out.
look like your uncle? Because you call me your son's uncle. Don't do that.
Damn. It's your cousin.
Don't do that.
We all related some way. Papa was a Rolling Stone. But I'm just saying, like, reality is, when you become real friends, you don't see that person that way. Like I love my sisters, and I don't see them that way. Because as a man becomes a man, we start thinking long term and how it could affect the overall aesthetics of my life. An orgasm isn't worth me messing up people that value me and love me. Because once you introduce sex, you introduce a whole different relationship. And I'm just being fair. Most people cannot have sex and don't care.
Right.
Whether male or female. I seen some dudes hide in bushes. I seen it. I'm like, yo, fam, you in the bush? Yo, I know she would have do. He hide in the bushes. His name is Niall. I love you.
I know. I just think that some friendships, like I said, are
They
a
would do
little
that.
bit beyond, are a little bit beyond friendships. And I think that men have to be careful of, what they're out there showing certain women. I think that when you go above and beyond, when you're in a friendship, like I like my male friends to be friends. Like
Okay.
most of my friends, like Kevin and I have been
Hi,
friends
Kevin.
for 20 something
Kevin.
years. Erica and I have been
give it
friends
up for
for
Kevin,
almost
guys.
30 years. Like my guy friends that I have been my guy friends forever, and they
Yes.
are friend zone because they're my friends.
They're not a friend zone. They're real friends. I ain't in no friend zone. I'm a real friend.
I mean, real friends, but I'm just saying there have been
No,
guys
friend zone is
friends
guys
that I've
that
been
wanna sleep
friends
with
with
you.
because
You know
they
that?
wanted to like
No,
that.
but
And
friend
then
zone is a guy that
but
really
can I
wanted to
say
sleep with
that
you.
I have guy friends that's how it started. It started as they wanted to and that didn't happen, and then we just became friends. Is that weird?
50-50. No, I'm going to give it 50-50. I'm being fair. 50-50. I don't want to generalize every man and say every man that started as
now
a
you
friend.
don't,
wanted-
but you generalize
what I'm saying?
women. You don't generalize
No,
men.
I don't want to generalize and say to hurt your relationships. There could be a potential situation where the guy and you realize y'all just not for each other. And maturity kicked in and y'all realize that. It happens.
Right.
Because most men think with their bottom head before they top head. I'm just being honest with you. Because I'm going to be honest, I got to sleep with you to know if I really like you. I'm going to be honest with you. And any man that's honestly with themselves, I've never seen it where I want to spend the rest of my life where I never touched her. I ain't never said that in my life. Any man that said it, please raise your hand. It's crickets in here. It's crickets in here. Look, crickets in here. I'm being honest. And sexual encounters started off as a sexual encounter, but it's grown into love. That's how men operate. I'm being fair and honest. Would you agree? First, it's like, yeah, she got the fatty. I ain't never heard somebody, she has a great mind. She's intelligent. That might be second nature. That might take the back seat. But it ain't in the front seat driving. Hell no. He's leading with his penis. I just tell the truth. Like I said, some people that don't like me is because, but I like me, so I don't care. But anyway, I tell the truth. And for those who don't like it, that's on them. The reality is, in the dating world today, we have a problem because of the fact that social media has made people feel I think average people don't even want to be average anymore. I feel like they average because of social media.
I agree.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have over 1 million followers, right? I still think I'm average. I don't care. I still want an average life. Don't get me wrong. I want to earn, but I still want real people around me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I owned a nightclub for many years. For those who don't know, I owned a nightclub in the city for many years, and it's the fakest life on earth. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how people could wake up every day and be fake. I don't know how they do it. How they wake up every day and be fake.
What do you mean? Elaborate on that, like in terms of what?
I'm sitting there right now. Let me just be a woman for 2 seconds.
Oh,
I'm putting on my wig. I'm putting on my eyelashes.
don't do that. Don't do
Putting
that.
on my lipstick.
Don't do
I'm
that.
putting on my makeup, and I think I'm a baddie. Damn. Your mother and father first cousins. Because if you don't feel comfortable that you can jump into a pool and come out of that thing fire, I'm gonna tell you something. Something could be sexier with confidence than sexy with fake, faulty confidence.
Yeah, but that's
Hold on, let me finish. To men, when that girl that's average carries herself a certain way, she becomes sexier. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are girls you see, I go to the gym a lot, and I'm like, you're sure you're not comfortable without that wig. You're not comfortable without that makeup. That says a lot. That says heavy insecurity. But the reality is you should love who you are. And if a man don't see you for who you really are, then he don't love you for who you really are. And that's a harsh reality. You thought they was gonna bake me today, huh?
He's doing good. He's behaving. He's doing good. He's doing good. Okay.
I love my girl whether she got her makeup or not. I don't care.
Right.
I don't
feel
like
like
her
most
more.
men don't like that though. Most men that I've spoken to prefer the natural women. They prefer the without all of that. So
All
I
the
could
men that
say
agree with
that.
that, raise your hand.
I could definitely say that. Yeah.
Yes. I want my girl to be able to come out of the pool and just be you.
Because I think women just do it for.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pass the mic in a second. Tyler, let's start passing the mic.
Wait.
No, we're gonna pass it a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. This is your thing. You should love this today. This is your thing. Yo, guys, whoever wanna say something, come up.
Whoever wants a question.
Wait, real quick, Jeff, how many years you been married, Jeff? How many years you been married? Give it up for Jeff, guys. Now, I need it louder than that. 44 years. I'm not even 44 years old. Can I ask you one question, Jeff? Real quick, give Jeff the mic. 1 second, Jeff. If you can give me one word, Jeff, come up 1 second. One word. Now, I need you for 1 second. What kept your marriage together? If you could say one word. Trust each other. Trust. Trust. Don, I saw what two did too. He said, he nudged like. Can I say something? There's a woman, right? I ain't gonna say her name because she's gonna get mad at me. No, I ain't gonna do it to her like that. So one of my family members was in the basement. He was talking about a plant. He called it a midget. She stormed in and said, "You down there talking about midgets?" Because he used to be infatuated with midgets. So she heard him talking about a midget plant and stormed in. So you're talking about midgets? Yo, I promise you, I laughed about that for 7 weeks. 7 weeks. But I'm gonna be honest with you, and fair to her, sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you, and guys, we gotta be fair. If your woman has some level of insecurity, if you love her, you'll work on helping her through her insecurities. I'm saying we're still human. We're all imperfect. We all have some levels of insecurities. All of us, every human. Anybody that say they don't, I'll start with what my insecurity is. My insecurity is I speak in a lot of rooms. My insecurity is going into a room and speaking in front of a room that I'm the least educated, but also knowing that I've accomplished more than a lot of most educated people. But I call my friends. I'm lying, guys. That's one of my insecurities. I was at an event and all of the people on the bill is doctors. And I was headlining the event. I was so nervous. Yo, shit, I'm like sweating profusely, like sweating. I'm like, damn, I don't belong here. I'm storming, I'm walking back and forth, pacing. I don't belong here, I don't belong here. I don't know what I'm doing here. Everybody, Dr. So-and-so just spoke. Then Dr. So-and-so just spoke. I'm sitting in that room like, damn, I don't belong here. I called one of my friends, I said, yo, I'm going through it right now. I'm next up and I don't belong here. You're talking about therapists, well-renowned therapists, such and such, such and such. One of my boys spoke to me and I went and tore the room down. There's two friends that I have, right? Super educated. I value them extremely. I told them this, they said, it says more about you headlining than it says about them being under you. And I looked at them and said, say that again? They said, it says more about you headlining than it says about them. And I said, elaborate on that more. And they said, because Q, you belong there. So everybody has their insecurities in life. Everybody second guess themselves. Everybody worry about what people are gonna think, and we all human. But the thing about life is being around people that reassure you. We all need some levels of reassurance. Anyone that says that, they're lying. They're lying. We all second guess ourselves. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 21. I question myself every goddamn day. Any entrepreneurs in the room, raise your hand. Did you make payroll this week?
Literally, right? So wait, I just remembered that a friend of mine wanted me to ask a question about men who have poor communication skills and men who gaslight and men who just try to make the situation, like, do you feel like a lot of men have issues with just being emotionally intelligent or being able to communicate well?
I think all humans have that issue.
Right.
Because the one thing I like is parents that say to them, how did that make you feel?
Right.
If you do that, that's what you do with Chase. The other day, me and you had a very uncomfortable conversation with Chase. And you allowed him to speak his piece.
Of course.
When Chase is 40 years old, guess what he's gonna do? Speak his piece. But most of us, we were be seen but not heard. So therefore, if you raise a child and you don't allow them to speak up for themselves, more than likely, they will never speak up for themselves. So when you see a guy in the corner scared, maybe that started in home where they didn't let him speak for himself or her speak for herself. They never wanted to hear that person's opinion.
That's not the thing. So I have a girlfriend, and she's a really, really, really good woman, right? She's a really good woman to this guy. And I feel like his deception, he's created an insecurity in her that... So he went on a vacation, right?
Yes.
So he went away to, I don't know, let's just say Colombia.
Okay.
So he went once, and he told her, she knew he went to Colombia. And she was like, okay. He went to Colombia. So the second time he went to Colombia again, but he told her he went to Mexico.
Okay.
So she went to clean up. She's at his house, she cleaning up. And she found a receipt that said his full name, his first, his middle, and his last. And it said that he wasn't in Mexico, he was in fact in Colombia again. And she also found condoms along with it.
So, wow.
Hold on.
Wow.
So he told her, hey, I'm sorry I lied to you. I was in fact in Colombia again. But these condoms, I was there with my homeboys, and when they left, they gave me their condoms. And she was like, okay, you know what? Maybe that is the case, but of course she didn't believe it. So what he did was try to gaslight her into thinking that she was crazy. Yo, you're bugging. I told you I went here, and this is where I went, and I know you found this, but I said it was my boys. But because he has created insecurity in her, because he's cheated before, he's lied before, so she's gotten to a point where I don't trust him. But every time they get into something, he makes her seem like she's the problem.
She is the problem.
She's the problem?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she let him play in her face. Can I get it done?
So men don't go on vacation and their friends give them the condoms?
Shay, I'm going to be honest with you. A woman could never tell me she's going to Mexico and be in Colombia. She's going to come back single. I'm going like this to her. I love you, but I love me more.
Why? What's the difference in Mexico and Colombia?
You don't respect me.
You rather her go to Mexico?
The fact that you feel the need to lie is the fact that I need to leave you.
Oh, okay.
Because if I can't trust you, and the second part about that is if something was to happen to you, who would you call? So the fact that you want me to be there and be your protector, but you don't feel confident enough to tell your protector the truth, I don't feel comfortable being with you. Because it's not about control. Sometimes I want my women to understand this. When a man is checking you, it's because he loves you and he wants to invest in you. So when y'all don't understand that, I mean, you're gonna die alone, because reality is when a man is checking you, it's because we care about you. I'm being honest. For my man, raise your hand if you agree with that statement. He's not checking you because he don't love you, because he loves you. His heart is there. And a lot of times, men, we think so far ahead. We think about what could happen. I'm gonna give you a quick story. One time, my boy, he got a phone call from his wife's cousin. She asked him, could she come from the Bahamas and stay at the house? And he said, no problem. She said, because she needs some money so she can go back to Bahamas. She's originally American, but she moved to the Bahamas. Money got a little tight. She said, can I come back and stay at your house, get a job and save some money? He said, no problem. A couple days later, after she got there, she said, can my husband come? The wife went to him and said, do you mind? He said, no, I don't mind. Let him come. Let him stack their money up. Mine, your family is my family. That's what it should be, right? So your problems become my problems. Right. Because if you're going to complain about, guess what? I got to sit there and hear it. I know everything about my girl family. I know who the bums, I know who the winners, I know who the losers. I know everything. I don't care, but I know, right? But anyway, she said, he said, no problem. So the husband moves in. He comes in one day. He's like, yo, you're doing a lot of talking to him. Do me a favor. Be mindful that some men are not mature enough to have a comfortable relationship with a male and a woman. They might think you like them. She flipped the whole situation and called him insecure. Then she said, we're going to call Q. Mine, she's my friend first. Right. I became his friend via her. So she calls my phone. She goes, Q. She explained the whole scenario to me. I said, you're wrong. What do you mean I'm wrong? I said, you're wrong. Because he's not being insecure. He's thinking about the what could be. Because I've seen scenarios with men, when a woman is too nice to a man, they don't understand women enough where they taking it wrong, right? Some guys don't have that level of discernment or maturity. Would you guys agree in the room, guys? Yeah. So he was just telling her to protect her.
Right.
Like, yo, just be mindful. He never accused her of anything. He never called her out her name. He said, just be mindful what his perception could be. Because being an adult is being able to understand from other people's lenses.
Right.
Being able to see from other people's views and vantage points. Because the way I think is my reality. The way you think is your reality. So he said, just be mindful. She cursed him out, called him insecure, whatever. Then she called me, asked me what I think. I said, I agree with him. Guess what I got called? Insecure. I said, my good sister, you don't want to hear anything, and you don't want to be checked, or you don't want to be told anything. Let me tell you something. This is my friend. She could check me. Face, you my friend, you could check me. Everybody in this room, you could check me. When we take that word check out of context, everybody is human and have favor to fail and make mistakes. So if you can't be checked, something wrong with you. Because if we are with genuine friends, you could check me and I could check you too. I'm like, you wildin'. You wildin', bro. And I might have to get a little extra with you. Like you're dragging it, bro. It's not because I'm your father. It's because I'm your friend. My heart is with you. You just learned that this year with me. Me and my uncle grew up like this. Like this. We distanced as I started becoming honest with myself and telling the truth. He would say things to me, I'm like, I gotta tell the truth. He would get offended. I'm like, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just not gonna lie to you. I love you to the point where I can't lie to you. I'm gonna be honest with you, as a black man, I think we've done that too long. Black culture lie to each other too much. We all got that weird cousin that we let be weird. Call him out, you're weird, fam. You're weird. But we allow it, and we allow it. And guess what your weird cousin think? He's normal. He think he's normal.
Yeah, but you don't got to go around calling out everybody.
No, we got to do that.
Like,
Shay,
we gotta go
I'm being
around.
fair to you.
Just saying.
Family aesthetics will be better if everybody stood on truth. Black families have the worst family aesthetics because we lie to each other. And the ones that don't, guess what we are? The black sheep of the family. I'm the black sheep. Welcome to the club, buddy. You started telling, you're with me now.
And my brother, I'm saying to my
They
brother,
don't call
that's
your
me.
phone no more.
That's me.
Yeah, look, they don't call you no more because you don't entertain their lies. Guess what? They hate me because I tell the truth.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't gonna front for you, a little musty.
But I feel, not a little musty, but I feel like we
He
have
is.
that in everybody's family. So I was looking at my brother because I feel like
Hi, brother.
sometimes I'm like that in the family where we come around
Stand on your truth, sister.
and you know, it might be a Jameson or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
But it still should come out.
And I might, come out, and I think that we do have that a lot in our culture where everyone just likes to act like everything is copacetic.
That's not
and
good.
it's all good and we don't care. And usually when I come around, that's why I feel like when I'm not around, Cody, don't lie. When I'm not around, I feel like it's boring because I'll just call everybody out. Myra knows. I'm
And that's
just
what
like,
we need.
listen. Where's my cousin Alicia?
That's healthy.
She knows. I'll come around and be like, listen.
That's healthy.
I don't like what you did. I don't like what you said. I don't like that you did. And it's not to be unhealthy. It's just to be like, we're all sitting here in this fake setting. You know
lying.
what you said yesterday. You know what you said the day before. And I'm usually the one that calls it out. And then they're like, oh boy.
That's a beautiful thing.
Here she go. But KJ, I didn't even see you. So I
Shay,
think that we need to have more of
I got
those.
2 of my family members here. I got a weirdo in my family.
But it's not just about a weirdo. It's about having those healthy.
Borderline R. Kelly.
I'm screaming. Ooh,
I can fight. I don't care.
he be peeing on people?
It's the truth.
He pees on women?
He's a weirdo.
Oh.
It's been weird since we was young. He's a borderline Kels. The Piper of R&B, the Pied Piper.
Oh.
He's been like that. I'm lying? Diabolical. But guess what? He don't like me. He comes in and say, what up, R. Kelly? What you gonna do to me? I'm gonna tell you something. For anybody in this room that call himself a Christian, if you lying, you ain't no goddamn Christian. Ain't no way in hell.
So
You're
you
not
feel
doing
like
God's
you
work.
walk around with your chest held high because
That's
when you
not
see
what I
him,
do.
you
I walk
say
around
R.
speaking
Kelly?
my truth.
Yeah, but why do you feel the need to
He
say
might
that?
have stopped years ago if we would have been told him. He might have stopped years ago if we'd have been told him, Shay. We condoned his behavior. We allowed him to get to this sick mentality. We allowed it. We didn't tell him the truth. It's not about hurting people's feelings. It's about living in your truth. Yo, me, her, him, we jumped they son. But when he right, me and him would jump them. This is what it is. That's called being an adult. It's living in your truth. But we don't do that these days. Everyone lies to each other. Like, come on. Have you ever looked at your friend and said, yo, bro, sis, you lost a good one. I was telling my boy the other day, you'll never get her again. You stupid. I said, you're dumb. But no, that girl loves you.
You've always said that men, I mean, you say men will tell men the truth, but
Yes,
you say
we will.
women, we lie to each
Yes,
other.
I do.
Why do you say that?
Because of the fact of the matter is a lot of y'all live in your insecurities. Not you. Do me a favor, my sister. Don't make you the standard. Most women lie to each other. Okay, let's have this conversation. Can I prove a point? For all my men in the room right now, how many times have your woman came to you and tell you something about her friend but won't tell her friend? Raise your hand if this happened to you 1,000 times. Whole goddamn room got their hand up. Whole goddamn room has their hand up. Can I get one more? Yo, you know how many times I'm laying in the bed, yo, you got it. I'm like, damn, tell her. Tell her. Damn. But you gotta realize she ain't gonna take it, because guess what she gonna say? You a hater. And you know why women gotten like that? It's because they lied to each other for so long. I'll be honest with you, and being fair, the women that have the most friends are the biggest liars. They're the biggest liars. They're the biggest liars. They're the biggest liars.
Not Myra got mad friends.
Because you a lone wolf. I already know. You a whole lone wolf. I know. The real
Not
ones
Myra got
be
bad
alone.
friends.
Be alone.
Myra be out here
Know you
lying.
wanna laugh? You know what I mean? Imagine going out, your girl come in the house and be like, them hoes need to grow up. I'm like, why you ain't telling them?
Yeah, but sometimes you talk to your man about your friends differently. Like
Yo,
you
watch
just
this. We had a meeting the other day, right?
is that
Right, right?
Columbia talking?
I said, guys, we're gonna have a conversation today. This is what's being said. I'm hearing it in my head too many times to the point where I gotta vocalize what I'm hearing. John, what I tell you about yourself? How long we been friends, John? And I'm gonna always tell the truth. I don't care if he's wrong, call my phone. I'm not standing with a lie. I don't care if he get mad. I love him, but I'm gonna always live in the truth. John,
So
you
men
wrong?
always tell men the truth?
Real men do. Say it again. They won't have a lot of friends. Okay, can we see? Can we see? Can we see right now? Can we see right now? So what? Leave them heifers alone. She wasn't your friend. She's not your friend. She's not your friend. I'm gonna tell you
That's
something.
not true, guys.
Shay,
No,
fair,
that's not true.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm being honest with you. Ignoring the elephant in the room don't make the elephant go away.
Yeah, but
because
women are more
the elephant that's sitting in the corner, guess what he's doing? He
Women
eating.
are more
Hold on, but Shay,
emotional,
the elephant that's
though.
in that corner, he eating.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on, let me
Women
finish
are
my
more
statement, finish my
emotional and men are more logical. So at the end of the day, you might
Shay,
go to your boy
I know
and just
some women
say
that are very
something.
logical, Shay.
A lot of us are. A lot of us are. But
them
sometimes
heifers not
when you,
there because of y'all.
But you're not going to go to your friend and be like, girl, you look fat in that outfit. That's
No,
just
what you
not
do
nice.
is you pull her aside and say you look crazy.
That's not nice.
Tyler, hold on. Who want to talk? Come up first. Somebody come up, because y'all not going to hear it. I want the camera to hear it. Somebody come up. Go over here.
Go
take the mic. Get on camera, Tyler.
So it depends. Hello, everyone. I'm Myra. I'm Shay's cousin. Hi.
Hey, Myra. Ew.
I believe it depends on the dynamic of the relationship with the woman that you have. So, for example, me and Shay are very close. So I
y'all
can pull her
friends?
to the side and tell her anything.
Y'all call each other friends?
Best friends.
But what is the term friend?
A friend is someone that is going to ride with you regardless.
So if I lie to you, am I your friend?
If you lie to me, are you my friend?
I'm an acquaintance.
No.
I'm your acquaintance.
But once again, it depends on the dynamic. When you say lie, like, for example, I'm not going to go to, I can pull Shay to the side and say, hey, you know, that outfit ain't really
That's your real
whatever,
friend.
whatever. But someone else, that our dynamic might not be the same as Shay, I might second guess saying that to her. So once again, going back to your original statement when you always say that women are emotional creatures. So that is the reason why we have to kind of be a little apprehensive when we have to say things to females, because certain females, me and Shay, are very logical. Most females are not. So we cannot say certain things or present certain things without them feeling away. So y'all can literally fist fight it out and go back 10 minutes later and be friends. We cannot.
Can I say something to you?
Go ahead.
Over time of ignoring the problem and the cancer got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'd rather 10 lions than 100 sheep. That's how I operate. And I think more women that are real need to be the 10 lion and get rid of the sheep.
Okay.
Because you move with a horde
Yeah,
of
but
people
you
don't make
thinking
you
like a
real.
man. You talking like a man.
I'm
It's
talking about-
very
I'm
different
thinking
for
like a
women.
real
Yeah, but it's
person.
different for women, guys. It's
different.
very
It's totally
different.
different.
Can I-
You're
hold on.
yes, it
So,
is.
hold on, too. Hold
Come
on,
up to the
hold on,
mic. Come
hold on,
up to the
Maya,
mic,
hold on.
sir.
Ladies in the room, raise your hand. Let's see who gonna lie. Somebody gonna lie. Somebody gonna lie. With a raise of a hand, who is comfortable with hearing the truth? Tiff, raise your hand. You not? I love you for that.
Tell me the
You are?
truth.
Hold on.
Who they
Now
not?
you with your man. John, is that true? Hold on, I'm looking, John. Don't, you guys don't say nothing. Is that true?
You not comfortable hearing
Hold
the
on,
truth?
hold on, hold on. Say it again.
So an
50-50?
extent, exactly.
Hold on, Delandis. That's your woman. Is she comfortable hearing the truth?
It's the way you
He said no,
present
Donna.
it.
He said no.
It's all the way
Yo,
about
Shay,
the way
Shay,
you
Shay.
present it.
Shay and Myra, can I be honest?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. We gotta stop that. Because that's a lie. Hold on, guys.
So you don't think it's
No, I'm being
how
honest with you.
say it and not what you
An
say?
insecure person, no matter how you present it, they're gonna get insecure. I'm being honest with you.
I agree.
Because every time you talk to somebody, you can give them the spoon-fed way, they still gonna feel away. Reality is an insecure person don't want to hear it. So some people like, yeah, they're lying.
But a
They
lot
lying.
of men are like that too, though, with each other.
We're
I feel
just
like you have a
honest.
lot of men, when you tell your homeboy the truth, they're the same way like females.
And-
They
and-
act
and
the
we willing to lose
same
Even
way.
worse.
And we
They
willing to
act the
lose him.
same way. Like y'all
And
act
we
the
willing to
same
lose him.
way.
And go look at his aesthetics. His mama taught him that.
I have a friend that he had on an outfit and he sent me pictures. Was like, yo, how does this look? And I was like,
He sassy?
no, he's not sassy. But he said, how does the outfit look? And I was like,
Is he
I don't really-
sassy?
can I please finish, sir? I
I'm looking
said,
at, when I get your eyes, I get the truth. I'm just letting you know. He's sassy.
no, he's not.
He's sassy.
Sassy.
He's not sassy.
She's sassy.
He's
I can look,
not
yo, once
sassy.
I
It's a
catch her
guy.
eyes, I can tell. Shay be like, you can see it. The eyes start twitching, Shay. He's sassy.
He's not sassy. He said, did I like
He
his
here?
outfit? Is he here? No.
So he's not sassy because he here.
You're fiending. Chill out. Let me
Is he sassy, Shay?
No, he's not sassy. I'm saying he said that I like his
Is he
outfit.
sassy?
He said that I like his outfit. I said I don't really like that on you. I think that looks a little, it was a little too tight and it
Yeah.
looked a little weird.
Yeah.
3
got mad?
days later, he got mad. He was still texting me like, yo, what was wrong with that outfit? Like when you said it didn't look nice. Like,
Yes.
what did you mean? Like he
Yes.
kept on going and going. I was like, yo, I just did.
He's
I'm not
sassy.
saying that no one would like it.
He's
I just didn't like it.
Say it one time with me.
No, I don't
Say-
think that's sassy though.
He's sassy.
Yeah. Why does that make it sassy?
If you calling her days later, whining about your outfit, you sassy. Yo, Shay can say, yo, Q, you don't look at that. I'm fired. I don't care. You know that's what I'm gonna do. I'm lying, Shay? Am I lying, Shay? You think you could break my feathers and my wings by telling me something crazy? I don't give a damn. I'm outside.
Q lying. Q sometimes
Shay.
you can be like the outfit. Q. Well, we had to wear the Knicks
Yo,
outfit
Shay.
together. You wouldn't change your whole
You know
outfit
why?
so we
Because
could look.
I knew
so we could
we
do
were
together.
orange together, right? I said, they gonna think we together.
Here we go. What?
They gonna think we together.
No, we wore the whole
Shay, the whole
orange
episode,
together.
that's your girl, that's your girl. I said, no.
Where does it?
That's my homie.
You went
Shay,
and
that was
changed,
weird.
but you went and changed your outfit though.
To the orange?
Yes.
Because my girl said we should match.
It doesn't matter. You went and matched. You could have wore your outfit. So
But then-
sometimes men are just weird.
Knicks
Y'all
in
are like
five.
that.
Knicks in 5.
Change your whole outfit. I was like, okay, Q.
ladies and gentlemen, the room is open for anybody to come talk. Any questions, anything. Be mindful, some people don't want to be on camera. But don't be quiet. We ain't doing that. You know you got a lot to say, too. I can tell you got some wisdom. You got some wisdom. I can tell. I can tell. You was like, yup. Yup. You know it's real. When they grab it, like, yup. You know it's real. Now, but listen, ladies and gentlemen, the room is open. I'm going to be honest with you. We're doing this today because we want more healthy forums where families can actually have healthy conversations. Because there are people who think a certain way because they're not being challenged in their thoughts. So the reason why they're stuck in their thoughts is because they're not being challenged. And what that thing social media does, it intensifies the thought. So for instance, something called the algorithm, right? My tech guy right here, you know how to do that. My tech guy will tell you, the algorithm, it feeds you what it gets the reaction from. So the more it gets a reaction, the more it feeds you. If you want to be told that you can make $1 million in 3 days, guess what it's gonna say? Hey, you sitting over there with the green breast thing, right? It's gonna know. It knows you too, because it knew you was gonna wear the green breast thing today, right? You with the white shirt. I give gratitude. You want to make $1 million in 38 hours? Something your parents didn't want you to know. They're old school, and it does it, and it feeds you this lie. And people are so impressionable that they believe it, and it gives us a false reality. There are a lot of people, men and women, who have great relationships, who do not see their great relationship. And it's so scary when you sit down and listen to them. I'm like, you are every bit of delusional, right? I'm gonna tell you something. And y'all gonna finish this statement for me. God don't give you what you want, he gives you what you need. So why y'all still looking for what y'all want? Why y'all still looking for what you
yeah,
want?
but Q, you do not need people to agree with your experience.
No, I'm just
You don't need people to agree with your experience. Oh, because you know you're supposed to get me mad.
Did that on purpose.
You supposed to get me mad. He know when he about to get me mad. Like,
somebody
what?
come check her blood pressure.
No, because I feel like
hot
Q
right
has
now.
this thing. No, you don't need people to agree
I
with
get you
your
mad right now,
experience.
no?
You just need people
I
to.
get you mad right now.
How? Go ahead. No, do
Say,
it.
for the raise of hands, if y'all say y'all want to see me get Shay mad, raise your hand. I know what word to get Shay mad.
Go ahead.
I need some more hands up. No. I'm going to tell you the word. Shay hates the word submission.
First of all.
Here it go. Here it go. Here it go.
First of all, Quentin.
Here it go.
First of all, Quentin.
I've been waiting all night for this one.
First of all,
Y'all
Quentin.
had this in my pocket.
I don't know, but I'm not. I'm putting him down. I'm putting him down. First of all,
She's
Quentin.
on-
First of all, Quentin.
What is submission?
Excuse me.
What is submission?
Excuse me. I am very submissive.
On the count of three, can we say submission? 1, 2, 3.
Why is my cousin saying that? First
Because
of
he
all-
knows. He knows you. He knows. Go ahead, Shay.
That is not true. Why are they laughing, looking out?
Go ahead, Shay. That is diabolical.
Hold on. Come get the mic. No, come get the mic.
First
come
of all,
get the mic.
that's my cousin.
See, cousin,
That's
come.
my cousin.
Cousin, come. Yo, get the mic. Please
Okay,
give him the mic.
give him the mic.
No, keep coming. Keep coming. You're going to get the truth tonight. Yes. Yo, guys, y'all going to hear the real Shay today. So, is Shay submissive?
Really, Trini?
Hold on. Is Shay
Really?
submissive?
No, and I know Shay my whole life.
Okay, why would you say she's submissive?
She's not submissive. She's a very, I love you, you know what I'm saying? But Shay is a more masculine woman.
When I say that wrong, though.
But I love you.
Elaborate on why you see some masculine with Shay.
She has strong traits. She is not a submissive woman. She has very masculine traits. She's strong-minded. She's bossy. You know
Keep going, keep going. Don't look at her. Tell the truth. Did she?
Thank you. Thank you.
No, it's a truth.
You know what? I can always count on you to have my
Can I
back,
say this,
babe.
though? Can I say this? Men interpret masculinity different from what a lot of women do. Because I listen to a lot of women, they say, I'm a boss chick. I'm like, no, you're a man chick. I'm being honest with you.
Can I please say
them,
this?
they don't know the difference.
Can I please say this? The person in this room that matters
he's
would
blood to
never
you.
say that I'm not submissive. I am very submissive to the man who deserves
Your mother
my
raised a liar.
submission. I'm Menakir.
That is
Menakir.
diabolical.
Menakir. All I'm saying.
Hold up, somebody else want to come up. Come up, somebody. She lying. John, let's get it, John.
I'm not a lion. He doing
You next. Now, don't go on camera.
I
Just
am
keep the
very
camera away.
submissive. That's not true.
Let's get it.
Q, you asked her define a good man.
Okay.
She wasn't able to do that. I want to hear that.
Because
I
he
wanna
was
hear it
talking
too.
over
I
me.
know.
Your cousin talked over you with the truth.
What is a good man? I feel like a good man is a man who allows his woman to be herself.
Okay.
He allows her to be herself. He allows her to be vocal. He
Okay.
allows her to be assertive. He doesn't feel that. I think that healthy communication is an argument. It's just me communicating. So my other half would not argue that I am. Maybe that person would say she's argumentative in certain way. Q, what are you doing?
No, go ahead, keep talking. I'm listening to you. I can multitask.
I would expect my other half to not argue that
Sorry.
to not say I'm argumentative, to say, you know what, this is how she communicates. I like healthy communication. I think a good man just allows his woman to be herself. all around. I think a good man is a provider, like I said, mentally, emotionally. He makes his woman feel safe. Like, I don't look for anything in a man other than safety. I want a man to make me feel safe. I want you to make me feel like I have a space where I could come to you and just be myself.
Okay.
Talk how I want to talk, feel how I want to feel.
Okay.
I want a man that wants to grow with me. I want a man that encourages me, inspires me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I look for. I don't look for anything else in a man. I don't need him to make more, do this. And I'm not a masculine female. I am really not. Like, you think I am, but I'm telling you, the right man will tell you that I'm not.
Maybe I know you are.
No, I'm not. I'm really cute.
Your cousin came out the womb with you.
But you guys see a part of me that another man doesn't. You guys see a part of me that's strong this, but another man would see me as the softest because that's my nature.
Your cousin saw it.
That's weird. That's my cousin.
He saw you growing up.
Because he's known me forever. We used to fight for each other. He used to call me to fight for him. He used to call him to fight for me. That's just what we did.
When
like, that's
someone
different.
gives you their assess of you, and you're not comfortable with hearing
that's
it,
different than I am in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship with my cousin.
I disagree.
Rich, come up.
I disagree. I'm gonna tell you something. If you run from a fight, you're gonna run from every fight.
That's not true.
I'm gonna tell you, as a human, you show who you are from day one. Come on, get the mic, cause I'm a killer. I'm gonna get him.
Come here, Rich.
Hey, I've been wanting to get you all night. Don't say nothing crazy. No, I'm being funny.
No, it's not anything crazy. I feel like
Bring it out of you.
No,
Can I ask you a question? If I go to a job and say, hey, I'm gonna work hard after you give me a raise. Fired.
I will.
No, but that sounds crazy.
But no, it's not. It's like, so here's my say on this, right? I feel like I come from an Indian household. I'm a middle child. I have an older brother and a younger one.
Okay.
I am, you can say, the masculine person in the house because I am full flames and everything.
Okay.
But I want that softer side. I don't want to, like, nothing's like bitten me that I want to be like, yo, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to do this.
It's too late.
Do that. No, but it's just like, I want to have that soft side.
It's too late.
It's not too late.
It is.
No, put that effort in.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not. It's
It
not.
is.
It's not. It's
I
not.
promise you.
It's not.
How old are you?
You, a woman has to feel safe for
It's
that.
not.
30s?
That's all we want. It's just like,
It's too late.
how?
I'm gonna tell you how.
Tell me.
You are your character. You are who you are.
No, Rich is young. She's
Hold on,
30.
can I finish my?
She's young. Don't do that. You know we have a problem when you do that. Don't do that.
See, I told you. I know
Don't
the
do
truth
that.
is.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yo,
I like
she
that.
proved my point every
Don't do-
time.
That's not true.
It's shh in submission.
No.
Yo.
Attack. Go. Do it.
Shush your mouth. Now, being honest with you.
Yeah.
The moment y'all could accept who you truly are.
Yeah.
The moment y'all have healthy
But I
real.
feel
Can I
like-
finish?
Yes, you can. You can. I'm
Masculine.
younger, so I will.
I don't care
cut
about
you
that.
off. But
Respect
no,
is neutral.
It's a habit. It's a habit.
But respect is
Yeah.
mutual,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't do the age thing. My guy that works for me is a lot younger than me.
Okay.
And I give him the utmost respect.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But anyway, having this conversation,
Yes.
the moment you accept who you are
Mm-hmm.
and don't try to fight for who you are or to change who you are, this is the moment you be comfortable who you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you are this person, just be yourself. And the person that genuinely love you, they will fit into your puzzle and it will work. It is what it is.
I feel like it's not
It won't
that
work.
easy. It's not. It's also the environment you grow up in.
But masculine men ain't gonna like that.
But it doesn't matter.
They're not gonna like it.
It doesn't matter. So if you're willing to put that, it's an effort, right? At the end of the day.
Okay.
So obviously, like, I'll speak on I'm not gonna speak on my man, but like what I've witnessed. I've been with my man for 7 years.
Okay.
I feel like he has this he's like, I have to portray this role, and I always tell him, I was like, you know, sometimes like you can take that that mask off.
It's
like,
you.
What is me? What
It's
am
you.
I doing?
You make him feel like he has to be like that. Because I'm
But
gonna be honest with you, like for me to be able to show my truth,
Okay.
I have to be comfortable who I'm around.
Okay.
I might be showing this aesthetic. 7 years is a long time to play a character. That's a long time.
Yeah.
That means maybe you should look at and evaluate self. Where it's like, damn, if my woman has to be 7 years around me,
But I
gotta
feel-
finish.
Okay.
7 years around me, and she's not comfortable with being her honest self. That means I could be a problem.
I feel like I am honest, but there's just so many factors that play in that we're not able to truly get to that comfort level. Like Shay even mentioned, today's day and age, it's not that easy to like afford these houses or like, you know, you got to work 24/7.
Yes.
You know, like certain times I'm like, you know, we haven't had a date night in so long, but I understand the circumstances, what we have to do. Now, me and him both, like once we're married, we're going to be living with his parents. And that's just the religious
Save money, save money,
aspect.
save
Yeah.
money.
Just respect. Not
I think
save
that should be
money.
normal.
No, just not saving money, but just as I'm Indian. So, you know, with Indians, we do like, you know, live with our parents, and that's just out of respect and love.
I'm learning something new. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm black.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm married to Indian man and we ain't live with our parents. How
Yeah,
you
but
talking
like,
about?
it's
No,
just
but I'm
different.
learning something.
It's
I
just
don't
a
know.
different aspect.
I'm happy I'm learning
and
this.
I just feel like, and we want that. It's not like it's like forced on us, but it's just like there's just like no room to feel just that calm and ease.
Do you
know what I
see? Do you
mean?
see him as very masculine?
I do,
Very.
very much so.
So what persona is he putting on?
I just feel like he just has these expectations that he feels like I have to do this, I have to do that,
I think-
da, 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 da. And I'm like, you know, just
Was his father a very masculine man?
yeah.
There you go.
Could that be cultural?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
being fair to him, it's
Yeah.
like,
And that's where I feel like I like never kind of say like, you don't have to do it, because I understand that. But it's just I wish like we had it a little easier where we can break those get rid of that mask. You
listen,
know what I mean?
the one thing I do, I reference the Bible for certain aspects of life, right? For a living.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say the Bible says is love does not impose its own will.
Yeah.
Impose means force.
Yeah.
Love is acceptance. So when people tell me they love me, I'm like, then why are you trying to change someone? That's not love.
Yeah.
I think once we identify the true definition of love, we start understanding people are who they are. If that's what makes him feel like this great man, and as long as he's doing it for you, you should be like, round of applause.
I do.
You should be
I do.
appreciated.
I'm like, I feel, well, I personally feel like I am his biggest supporter, but I feel like because we are young right now, like I'm touching 30, he's 31 right now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
He locked in.
we still have to, where there's so much growth, you know what I mean? So it's like, we're still learning, but like, we are our biggest supporters. So we'll get there.
But
Yeah.
being fair, and most men would agree with this, a lot of men are living 10 years ahead.
Yeah.
Real men.
Yeah.
10 years ahead.
Yeah.
A lot of women are living in the moment.
Yeah.
So he's putting himself in position that he could be this great man for you and the future children or
Yes.
child that you have.
Yes.
So he's thinking about that aspect.
Yes.
So any real man will always be thinking about that.
That's
100%.
constantly, like,
100%.
Like that's his number one. Like he's like, I don't care about anything else but to secure that factor. So I agree.
So give it up
in
for
that
Indian
terms.
man. Give it up for Indian man. I like Indian man. I never met Indian man that I like Indian man. I like, what's his name? What's his name?
Sean.
I like Sean.
Yeah.
I think Sean is a stand-up,
too.
but I'm being honest with you, that sounds like a stand-up man that have morals, principles, and integrity.
Yes.
And he believes in leading a family.
Yeah.
Because again, a woman will not let a man lead her from behind.
Yeah.
So in order for him to take over or be allowed to lead, which is submission,
Yeah.
submission is the willingness to allow to lead. In order for him to be able to get that aspect, he has to give you something that's willing to be submitted to.
Yeah.
So I understand what he's doing. So he's building himself. He wants to see y'all in a good position.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a good husband.
Whatever.
No, let me take that back. You're gonna have a great husband. You sound like you did good.
Yeah, I hope.
What you do? What's that, tea? That's tea?
I don't do the tea. I do the clap.
What's this? Clock that?
I do the clap.
I don't know. I'm trying to learn. Give it up for Sean, guys. Yo, your turn.
I feel
Your
like
turn.
you don't need. Wait, what are you talking? Can we talk?
You like the crowd.
I do love the crowd. I see
That's
a lot
me
of my
too.
people here.
Today.
My friends just walked in. Shout out to Nikki and Patrick. And
What's going on, guys?
yeah, that's my friend Nikki. Nikki's a lawyer. Patrick is a teacher. They've been together for a long time, and they've had, they got three. How many kids? They got 3 kids. 3 kids. I don't have to count.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
3.
I love kids, Sean. I'm sorry. Come. You gotta do it on the mic. You gotta do it on the mic, though. Why you sound so mad?
Angry. But Q, you know me. Am I an angry person?
Today you are.
Wow.
Somebody know you better than me. They said yes.
So my question is, and then I'm going to be done. Why is it so hard for men to effectively
Communicate.
Why you said
Thank
effect-
you.
I'm gonna be. Can I answer?
Let me finish.
You gonna answer
right?
my
Let me
question with a
finish,
question?
guys, right?
So
Let me
my
finish.
cards.
Women in relationships, one thing about us is we will give you the blueprint on everything, top to bottom. We will tell you our likes. We will tell you our dislikes.
Okay.
We will tell you our reserves.
I got
We
a proof.
will lay it out for you on the table, step by step.
Yes.
Play by play. And it seems that men cannot comprehend
You know what?
the playbook.
You know what?
Why?
Can I answer this? I'm gonna answer real fast. I got you right after.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She answered the question with a question.
Yeah. No, I had some statements to say, I'm saying.
She asked the
man.
question. I jumped at the question, and she asked some more questions. Made a statement.
Women have to wear many hats, correct? Would you ladies agree?
Agree.
Right? We have to be a mother, a lover, a problem solver, a financial institution. We have
Financial
to be
institution?
a maid.
What?
We have to be all of these things, correct?
I don't know about that financial institution aspect.
But
Agreed,
when I say
Myra.
Financial institution, I mean, most times we
can I
make
answer
the
this?
financial decisions.
And a
Can I say this,
therapist.
though?
Someone said
Can I
that.
say this though? I'm being
And a
honest.
porn star.
Most men,
Not
most
a
men,
midget.
most men aren't comfortable being vulnerable with women,
Okay.
and the reason being is because most women aren't comfortable enough to hear his vulnerability
There we go, back on
and
women.
not use it against them when they get upset.
Q, that's such BS.
Hold on. Can I finish?
That's such
Can I finish?
BS.
Yo, hold on.
That's such
Shay, that's not
BS.
fish, Shay.
Because you always
Shay,
point
Shay,
it back
that's
to the
not fair.
woman.
You
You
just said-
always point back the reasons
Are you
why you
kidding me?
guys, you don't take accountability.
Shay,
Men don't take accountability.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Men don't take accountability.
I'ma
You're
wait.
pointing it back to a woman as to
No,
why you guys
I'm
can't
pointing it
effectively
back to the
communicate.
truth.
Ladies.
So the truth is that
Can I
it's women?
finish? Can I finish?
No, you cannot.
Hold on. Let me be the voice of
You
reason.
wrong right now.
No, you're wrong.
You wrong.
Let me
Your
be
mother
the
and father
voice of
cousins.
reason for a
Your
second.
mother, father, cousins.
Hold on. Let me be the voice of reason. Ladies, I will say what we must do as women, and me and Shay talk about this all the time, is we have to start making a safe space for our men to
Girl,
talk
you just
to
asked the
us.
question. Go
Can
sit
I
down.
say this now?
Go sit
Hold on,
down.
hold on.
Oh,
Can I
yeah,
finish? Can I finish?
My heart, go sit
Can I
down.
finish? Mute her for 2 seconds, please.
Go sit down.
Mute it.
Because you asked a question, now you're doing the most. Go sit down. Yeah,
No, let me be honest.
Just leave it at why men don't
look,
communicate.
I'm
Go
gonna be
sit
honest
down.
with you. No, being fair. In most cases, are there some women that aren't like that? And again, I'll give you your flowers if you aren't. But I'm gonna go on my statement as I say, hold them heifers accountable. Most women will throw it in your face when you present vulnerability to them. And I don't care if you get upset. Yeah, I don't care.
But most men just don't know how to
Can I finish?
communicate, period,
Shay,
Q.
can I finish though?
Most men
You're
don't
doing
know
it
how
now.
to communicate, period.
She's doing
I
it
don't
now.
care. I don't care.
My point.
Y'all don't know how to communicate.
She's doing it now.
Y'all don't know how to communicate.
Shay, I'm being honest with you. This is I've experienced this my whole life. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Anytime a man is presented with his feelings or emotions, in today's society, he's a sassy guy, he's weak, he's everything other than a human who has feelings. As a therapist, would you agree with that statement?
Don't agree with it.
Hold on. I'm being honest. Would you agree or no? Are men are allowed comfortably to present their vulnerability to women?
Be fair.
Hold on.
Be
Listen,
fair.
can he speak?
But you just trying to get him to persuade him on your
said
side.
I asked him the question while you're talking over me.
Whatever.
Masculine. Get it now. You know you can take off your professional hat for 2 seconds. You're not on camera.
You just want him to agree with you. You're
No, I
fiending.
know professionals
You
what
want
they
him
do.
to agree with you.
Listen, I hate talking to lawyers, just so you know that. Lawyers always say, on professional time. They always try to say the politically correct answer. They're good at it. Would you agree as an educator? They do that all the time. They always say the politically correct thing. I'm like, can you take off your hat for 2 seconds? Can we have a real discussion? I'm like, we're not in the courtroom. Please. Most of them are like that. Would you agree? Okay. Pause. Whoa. No.
Pause. I said pause. I said pause.
You on camera talking about you come through back doors now.
I said pause.
Go ahead.
Let me slide into the back door. Pause.
You said it again?
I said that.
Damn.
Now let me answer your question.
Now you got that on camera?
I'm about to ask.
I'm posting that.
I'm about to answer that because
Yeah.
she came up here and she wanted. I'm about to let her know. Why we don't tell you? We have a strong mother that told us, yo, you can't do this, you can't do that and that.
Yep.
You gotta hide your right hand. You
Yep.
don't let your left hand know what you're doing. That's all it is. It's not about
Yep.
you, it's us. You know, every time we tell y'all something, oh, you're gonna phone with your homegirls. Oh God. Y'all do that all the time. So
Yeah, he right.
We don't
He's
get
right.
back to y'all. Sometimes we do.
He's
all
right.
that. Y'all gets mad at us still.
Yep.
And y'all be thinking that we cheating. We don't even cheat. We could be right around the corner. Say, yo, yeah, man, we over there dicing up this mad girl stripping, all that. We around the corner. Y'all scared to look outside and see what we
Yo,
got.
you agree with this, Sue?
Come on, bro.
You know the scariest thing? But I'm gonna be honest with you, to the men in the room, and I'm gonna be vulnerable right now. The scariest thing is being a man and knowing you don't have something together, but you gotta still pretend as if you have it together. Because I know if I tell you I don't have it together, the problem is gonna get intensified by your feelings and your emotions. You know how scary that is? But in the same breath, you want me to view you as a partner, when I know if I come to you and say, I don't have it together, it's gonna go crazy.
Can I ask this question?
She ain't
So
that-
someone,
I
heard you.
Someone.
Someone sent this question from the bar.
You gotta go home with her. That's your sister.
If a true man wants to be respected and provide, then a woman should not be with a man who makes less than her because he will end up resenting her.
Can I answer that question?
That was from.
I'm gonna say this. Let me read it again. I'm gonna say this. Look, if a true man wants to be there are a lot of women who don't have nothing and they want a man to have a lot. And the fact that she don't have nothing, she worry about what he got. And the fact of the matter, if you had something, you wouldn't be caring about what he ain't got.
But you know what I feel like?
And the fact that she ain't got nothing, she worried about what he ain't got. Ladies and gentlemen, this sounds like a homeless person when you worried about what somebody else got. I'm gonna be honest with you. Long as listen, I'm kidding. Listen, my woman owned her own home. I owned my own home. We came together. We bought more homes. The reality is, I can understand when someone has reached certain financial climates that has certain expectations. I can understand that. But if I meet somebody who's struggling and you're crying about struggling, I'm like, that's been a you problem for 40 years. That ain't been the man. That is you. Because my woman didn't meet me struggling, and that's a harsh reality. When a person is struggling, then they expect somebody to take them out of struggle. That means she don't believe that she's the problem. She believes she ain't found the right man. That is scary as hell. And if that ain't a narcissist in itself, that's entitlement in itself. Like you're the problem. Fix yourself. Live in your means. Be responsible with your finances. Think about what you're spending your money on. Stop worrying about what others think, because you should be worried about how you really are. Live in your truth. And vice versa. If that's a man, I would have a room. I would have a house if I had a girlfriend. He's a bum. Damn. That's a bum mentality. Like, call him out. That's sick. I'm sorry. If she makes less money or he makes less money, it shouldn't warrant respect.
I agree.
It shouldn't warrant. As long as he can carry his own water, as long as he can provide himself and he's not begging and asking nothing for you, he's a good man. The fact of the matter is, most people want this materialistic, extreme lifestyle that they can't present for themselves. And the sad part is, they hand it so deep in a man's pocket, they're going to respect him if they can get something out of that pocket. And the moment they come out with nothing, I ain't respecting you no more. That is social media. It's sick. The average person will find somebody they can... Think about this logic. You pay $3,000. My sister right here. What's your name? I'm looking at you. I ain't cross-eyed. I am not cross-eyed. Joy, you meet a man right now. You paying $3,000 in bills. I say, you know what, sister? I want to go half with you. I pay 50%. You keep $1,500 in your pocket. Every month you get to do whatever the hell you want with $1,500. How am I not a good man?
Okay. Doesn't mean he's a good man. Doesn't mean he's a good. Come up to the mic, girl. Doesn't mean he's a good man.
Joe been tapping that foot. That's all I wanted to say. I want to hear this.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so I wrote that question.
I was joking.
And
don't be mad at me. I know it's your mom. Don't be mad at me.
The question is, and I have had a number of women, because I am 52 years old.
Okay, God bless you. You look good.
Thank you. And I just wanted to say that at my age, my friends would have done some things with their lives.
Yes.
And oftentimes the relationship that they've had before, they have divorced and now is dating somebody else.
Yes.
And oftentimes the gentleman is not as...
that level.
Exactly. And so they're willing to share.
Yes.
And they're willing to provide, and they're willing to go out, and they're willing to... And they want to do it with this new partner.
Yes.
But I have come to the realization that as time goes on, and the man, as you said, wants the number one thing, which is respect.
Yes.
He tends to develop this resentment for this woman because she is in the role where she is providing, and she is doing this, and he is not able to accept it. So I am saying, because respect is most important, it is not wise for a woman to date a man that earns less than.
Can I respond to that? Hold on. George, I'm gonna respond. Before you leave, don't leave yet. I want to just say this. The moment, like when I built my life, right?
Yeah.
My goal was to build my life to make myself comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And then, hold on, guys. My life was about building my life up to make myself comfortable. And then I started saying to myself, after a certain age, it shouldn't be about looking for the perfect person. It should be about looking for a companion. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm being fair. If you still thinking how you was thinking of dating at 20, at 40, at 50, something wrong with you. I'm sorry. It comes different levels at life. If I'm 50 years old, I'm looking for more so someone I can enjoy life with, someone that really genuinely enjoys my company, someone that wants to be in, hold on, Shay, someone that really wants to be in the house with me, someone that values and respects me, right? Someone that's not trying to use me and take advantage of me. I should just be like, look, we going on a trip, you know, it feels good going on, whoever went on a solo vacation together, it feels so much better going on vacation with people. It feels so much better.
So how do you do that when you talk about women who do that to men? It's different than what she's saying.
No, what I just
for
said,
men that are
if a man 60 years old talking about something, I want the perfect woman, I'm like, something wrong with you.
You know what I want
No,
to
she didn't say dependent.
also?
She said
Hold
making
on.
less than him.
What I wanted to say also is a woman that makes less than a man can tell a man, no, I don't want you to do that.
I agree.
But a woman that makes more than a man, the minute she says, I don't want you to do that, all of a sudden, she's trying to control him.
Exactly.
Yes.
And being fair to Joy, she's right.
Can I have a bottle?
Hell no.
Yeah, I'm about to go bottle.
Get the mic though. You gotta get the mic. You can't.
Yeah.
They're not gonna hear you. No. So they can't hear you.
Hello, everybody. Again, this is my lady right here.
Hi, lady.
My lady makes way more money than me. But in the streets, I make way more money than her. You get what I'm saying? So I don't resent her or nothing. I'm proud of her. I push her. She pushed me. You feel what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You ain't supposed to count each other's pockets.
So what's her
The
name?
problem is, Donna.
Can I get along, Donna? Hi, Donna.
Oh God, here go this guy.
No, but fairness is like it's about companionship as you get older. He coming back for you, Shay. Go ahead.
Colombia.
The fact.
But you had a valid point, Joy.
Is that
Valid point.
90% of women that make more money than their men, they actually talk down to their men. Like they don't respect their men. You know what I'm saying? And it's understandable.
No, but Joy, you might not be like that
No,
though.
it is.
That's
true.
not true.
No, but
How
most
do you-
women
how
are like
would you
that
know
though.
that is not
You
true?
might not be.
That's not true because
How would you know that's not true?
that is not true. That's not true.
Okay. You know the statement they say all the time. I agree with that statement. But you ever hear sometimes women say stuff like, if you don't make more, most cases that's how they base their respect.
No.
No, I'm not saying yeah. I'm not saying yeah. That means you're not submitting to a man. You're submitting to a money. If you're submitting, that's what you're submitting to.
Q,
Hold on, Shay. Hold on.
You don't shut up though.
I never said shut up.
You don't shut up.
But listen, if a woman right now is doing that, she's submitting to money. She's not submitting to a relationship. And that's most women. That's most women. You don't agree with that statement?
No.
Not
Q,
you? You don't agree with nothing I say?
I feel like
it's crazy.
I think. Because you always say that I feel like thing. I think.
No, they say that about you on social media.
I don't care. I think I was in a marriage with someone where I made more money the whole time.
Okay.
I did not talk down to him
You're the
based on
standard.
the fact that I made more money. No, I didn't. It was never I made more money than you. I made more money than you. Where you going? Come here. No, come here. Come here.
You know the number one problem with having conversations like this, though?
I am not done.
The number one problem with
done.
having these kind of conversations is when you talk to women, a lot of times y'all make y'all the standard. When we speaking in general, I'm not talking about Myra. I'm not talking about Shay. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about Joy. If y'all the exceptions to the rule, stand on it. But don't make y'all the standard. That's not right. Most women is not respecting a man that don't make more money than them. And they're going to belittle him and emasculate him based on his earning. And they're submissive to finance. That's most women. And the women that aren't like that, y'all should stand with confidence like, I'm not like that.
Exactly.
Most women are like that.
Don't say most.
Most women, most women are like that. No, I say most. That's my favorite word is most. You know that too. You know my favorite word is most.
Just like mine is I feel?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
That's it. I'm going to send you the video. I said most 100 times.
Can we put a number to this? I make more than you because when I look at it, y'all both not making money.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's actually what I'm going to bring up.
Nobody's making money.
But
If you saying I make more than you, I'm expecting at least 150, 200K more. Otherwise, be quiet.
that's my situation.
Be quiet.
That's my situation.
Piggyback on that.
I make way more money than my
To
woman.
piggyback on that, In the black
And my woman makes 6 figures.
in the black community, I think most of us can attest. Talking about finances is not a comfortable topic.
100%.
Man or female.
100%.
So, from a woman's perspective, just think about how a man would receive you. When are you asking about how much I make? First date, second date?
Nowadays, first date.
Think about how I've received that question. How would you receive that question?
Yes.
If a man asks you, how much you make?
She's gonna pass out.
An hour? I don't know. It sounds like a diabolical question, but the second part is to the point that she just made. How much is too little?
Yes.
How much are you making? If you're making 150 and he's making
Good question.
75K, is that too much?
Good question.
I mean, is that too little?
Good question.
Is he making 90? Is that enough? And then I think Shay made over the course of your relationship.
Yes.
Careers change.
100%.
So what are we really looking at? I think it's a very
Exactly.
slippery slope when we start bringing in finances determine love and relationships.
100%.
Exactly.
Yo, you know something funny?
Agree.
But T, would you agree with this? Look, but even if you look at money, right? You look at percentages. It's only like 8% of black people make over $100,000. 8%. Everybody think everybody making money. The average person makes $50,000 a year. And you have a $50,000 a year person arguing with somebody that makes $50,000 a year.
Hugh, can I say
Hold
something?
on, how do you think you better than somebody at the same level? That sounds crazy as hell. We both got to be on the test, and you mad? You think you better than me?
Can I say something?
We both got to be.
As a friend
you gotta
of
be, I gotta
yours,
be, and you think you're smarter than
can
me.
I speak?
That ain't sound crazy?
I know. You gonna continue? You done?
Because I'm not gonna let you just cut
Are
me
you
off like that.
finished or are you
Sorry,
done?
Sister Soldier.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like you are a lot about finances. I love you. You're my friend. And we've been friends for a while. And
I'm a
we
lot about
talk every
finances.
day. But I feel like a lot of things that you say boils down to finances. And I feel like you are misinterpreting and really misaligning women. We are, yes, you have some women, because you sit here and say, well, not you, and not you, and not you, and not you. So then you're pointing out 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 of women. A lot of us are not just about finances, Q. It tells you what women look for the most in women. It's not just about, you have women out here that are making their own money that could
And they
provide
still
for
want
themselves.
yours.
And they're, Tyler.
I'm not,
you have a
ladies in the room, in the world of today's society, I'm considered a misogynist. Misogynist of hateful women. I'm one of the very few men I know that took his mother, his girl's mother, and his woman and his family in.
See, that's what
and
you're
retired his
doing.
whole family. I'm just saying, respectfully, I don't hate women. I just hate the lies that women give each other. I hate the lies that they've created. I don't like it.
But Q, it's not most women. It's not most women.
But I gotta hear
it's
you.
not most women.
It is
you keep
most
saying
women.
most women, but
It
most women
is.
in this room isn't like that. So that's your statistic
Shay, we
right
just
there.
happen to have
that
a great
it's not
room
most
today, guys.
women. It's
and
not
I'm gonna be
most
honest
women.
with you, Shay. How do you know who's living in their truth, Shay?
So they're lying?
The men lie, women lie, but numbers don't, Shay. Why in today's society, the number one reason for divorce is finance? Why? I'm just asking that question. Why is the number one reason for divorce is finance? Why is the number one reason, secondly, is the person that filed for divorce the most is what? Females. Why is 70% of women, look it up, Google my statistics, 70% of women right now become millionaires via divorce. Look it
I'll
up.
Google
Now,
that
hold on.
today.
It's the
I'll
truth.
Google that today. It's not about just
I'm out of this
finances.
conversation.
It's not about
I'm out of this
finances. No,
conversation.
it's not just about. Look it
70%
up
of
again.
women become millionaires via
Somebody
divorce.
look up on your phone right
20%
now.
via inheritance.
It's not about finances, Q. It's not just about finances.
Shay,
It's a whole.
what is 70% of women become
So it's
millionaires
about
because of what?
infidelity. It's about so much more than just it's finances in there too, but it's not just about
You know all
finances.
these
Why
divorced
women?
Shay?
Q, look it up.
You know
Look
all
it
these
up. Q,
I
look
did,
it
Shay.
up. Look
I
it up
did.
again.
I did.
And let it say finances.
Shay, 70. I never said that.
Myra, look it up.
I never said. Look, see, you can tell she didn't
That's
listen
what
to
you
me.
said.
Hold on, she didn't listen to me. I said 70% of women become millionaires via divorce. I didn't say 70% of women file for divorce.
Anyway,
because
here's
of
my friend
money.
Nikki. Hey, Nikki.
Yeah.
Hi. No, I don't have a question. I
I'm
have
listening.
a statement.
I'm listening. Let's get it.
As an attorney.
Don't get mad at me too.
Wait, start over?
I won't disrespect her. I like you.
Start over?
As an attorney who works in family law, I can tell you that the main issue is not finances. It is the lack of communication surrounding. Wait a
Don't
minute.
you feel stupid?
I'm not gonna.
Don't you feel stupid? Get out of here.
Hold on. Can I say this again? The statement wasn't
we
what
go.
is the number one reason. I said again, can y'all listen for 2 seconds? I said 70% of women become millionaires via divorce.
That's not. I'm not.
Look it up. Well, pull it up. Pull it up. Viv, pull it up though. Pull it up though.
That's not the statement that I'm disputing. The statement that I'm disputing is what you said about finances.
Thank you.
It is not it.
Pull it up.
While I will agree and concede that finances is one of the number one reasons, it when you dig deeper.
Number one.
When you dig deeper.
Two number ones.
When you dig deeper, it is the lack of communication.
Two number ones.
The lack of communication, poor communication, is the main thing. That is the baseline underlying reason for every single
number two?
breakdown.
Thank you.
What's number two?
Number two, when I talk about number
Hold
two.
on, hold on. What's number two?
Number two, I will say is finances.
Come on, guys.
I will
Come
say.
on.
But what are you saying? That's not number one,
again,
and that's what she said. It's not the main reason. So you
Yo, when we pull this
Your
back
point
again,
is omitted
I'm
and
gonna
voided.
pull it back 15 times. I'm gonna send you a clip. I said again, one of the number one reasoning for divorce is finances. And again, 70% of millionaire women is via divorce.
No, you said the number one reason for divorce
It
is
is.
finance. It's not. She just said it wasn't.
I bet you I can find something
She just
that
said it
rebuttals
wasn't.
I bet you I can find
You have
something
a
online that
lawyer
rebuttals it.
saying to you that it
Oh my
isn't.
God.
Another thing I want to comment on is that you
I beat my case without my lawyer.
You guys like to say 90% of women or 70% or most women, most and some are very different.
Thank you.
Terminologies. And we need to be careful how liberally we're using those terms.
Thanks, Nikki. Thanks, Nikki.
And I mean, I do agree with you when you say that women should not use themselves as the standard, because obviously none of us know all the women, none of us know all the men.
I ain't create this.
None of us know all the women, none of us know all the men. But
Google
what I'm saying is that we just need to be careful. We need to be careful with how liberally we're using those terms. Some versus most versus almost all.
Okay.
And I do agree about, we all, men and women, should stop making themselves the standard when talking, because yes, you might very well be the outlier.
Yes.
But like I said, it's just, I'm not saying that what you guys are talking about are not important and that there isn't some facts on both ends. I just feel like the way that it's being communicated on this platform that we're using to discuss these things we need to be careful how we're using it, because I feel like everyone's being put in a bracket and everyone does not necessarily belong in that bracket. So we just have to be really careful. And I also think that we should listen and not cut each other off. I've been up here and I've paused every time, and I did not have until now an opportunity to fully express my thoughts. And I think that is the core issue. It's the breakdown in communication that as genders, women are not listening to men enough, and men are not
Look at that
listening.
immaturity.
Women are not listening.
That's your friend.
That is my friend. Love her to death. Women are not listening to men, and men are not listening to women. Couples
I'm gonna do the same thing.
with their individual circumstances need to sit down and communicate.
Agree.
What is my expectation from you? What is your expectation from me? What are my core values? What are your core values?
Agree.
What do we how can we make this work? It should not and should never be about what you can do for me, what I can do for you, how much money you make, how much money you don't make.
I've been saying that all night.
All of that doesn't matter, because
saying that
you
all
can
night.
come from nothing to something. My husband sitting over there, I didn't meet him as an attorney. You understand what I'm saying? He stuck with me. So
Yes.
I told you.
And I've been friends with my friend before she was an attorney. Ew.
Exactly.
It was coming over you.
And I would never look at my husband and say, "Oh, well, I make more than you," and all that.
That's why you're a wife.
I respect him.
That's why you're a wife.
Maybe.
Maybe,
but I wasn't always his wife.
But
right?
no woman starts off as a wife.
He stuck by me through law school. Stuck by me. Knew I was going to come out making more, and still stuck by me. And that's why I will never, ever, ever look at him and say, "Oh, well, I'm here now, so
you're a wife
with you." No, that's not how that works. You get what I'm
That's a
saying?
good wife.
It's all about
Yes, Nikki.
It's all about communicating and doing what works for you. When we were younger, people used to laugh at us because both of our checks went in the same account. Nobody was looking at who made more, who was making less. Nobody
Yes.
was looking at this was 50, that was 50. We were looking at this is our bills.
Yes.
This is what needs to be paid. This is what we're doing. Hey, we have this goal. Let's work towards it. Hey, we're trying to do this. Let's do that. It's all about communicating. And no two relationships are the same, but I think that it's very important for two people in a relationship to sit down and see what their core values are,
Agreed.
what they're willing to compromise
Agreed.
on. What you understand what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Because there are people in relationships who are traveling parallel, but they're not intertwined. They're not equally yoked.
Yes.
So
Can I ask you a question?
yes.
Were your parents married?
I'm sorry?
Were your parents married?
Yes, my parents were married.
You proved my point. I already knew.
My parents.
I'm gonna be
were-
honest with you, and I'm gonna be honest with the whole room. I already knew that. I promise you, I knew that. John, I say this every day, right? I promise you, once you listen to how women talk, you can tell they come from married families.
Their
I promise
parents
you, I knew.
were married.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, you can
Okay.
tell. You can
Right.
tell. You can completely tell. I promise you. As soon as you start hearing them, I already know. I promise you, I knew that. Why do you think I asked the question? I already knew.
But I think that, people who come from divorced homes or
No, not about divorce or
single-parent
not.
homes-
So can I ask you a question, Nikki, as a friend? Hey, friend. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Do you think that, so Q said that children that come from divorced homes are
That's not what I
more
said.
likely, single mothers, I'm sorry.
I said most single mothers create people that create single situations.
So
again.
being a family attorney, do you feel like that is
the
accurate?
truth.
That it's most
But
single
I'm fighting
mothers
a lie.
create children
Google it.
that are this and that, like most likely to be incarcerated, most likely to have mental issues.
Not my
Do you feel
bro-
like it comes mostly from single mothers, and why? If you agree.
I will say that there is some truth to that
Okay,
statement,
thank you so much.
but not for the reasons that we're talking about. I will say
You know,
that
we never went into the reasoning. All we do, we get stuck at that point. What she just said, we get stuck right there. Every time I say that
Can you let
statement,
her talk?
we get stuck.
Can
She
you
doesn't
please-
allow me
can
to
you
even
let
go
her,
further.
Can you
I'm
let
just
her
being honest
finish?
with
Are you a lawyer? Can you let her finish?
Oh my God.
I will say no, but he
Listen,
has his,
that
he
don't
has
mean
his
nothing.
thoughts. I will say that yes, there is some truth to that. However, there are a lot of other factors at play. We're in America, there's a lot of institutionalized racism. There's structures set in place
Agreed.
to
Agreed.
kind of
Agreed.
stop you in your tracks before you
I
even
agree.
get to where you need to go. And we can all talk about how women can't raise men and men can't raise women and all that stuff. So it starts from there. Obviously, if two people are in a home if a parent is missing from a home, it's going to be harder for that
100%.
parent to raise. Like for me, for example, if I had a son, it would be hard for me to raise my son because he would need a father to be present to teach him how to be a man, and likewise with a woman. So yes, it starts there, but it also starts where I see a lot of families go and they try to ask for help so that they can better their circumstances, and they get stuck. They hit the wall each time because there are things in place that are set up like that. So it makes it hard. And with single parents, when it's like hard, if they have to decide between trying to figure out how to structurally format their family for success or what bill am I going to pay because I have to work 2-3 jobs.
Valid point.
There are things that are going to take priority, not because they wanted to, but just because that's the situation that they're in.
I agree.
So we just got to be, give everybody their grace and be mindful and listen to both genders have great points, but I feel like the roadblock that we're hitting is that we're not really trying to we're hearing, but we're not really listening
We hear it?
to what each other
We hear
is
it?
saying.
Are we responding? We hearing or we responding? Are we hearing or are we responding? Are we hearing or are we responding?
We're hearing.
We're responding.
We're responding.
We're responding.
What is it that you?
We're responding. No, but I'm just saying, I already, like, for instance, the one thing, like, every time I say this statement and the statistics show in favor that a single father, and there are reasoning to the backing it, raise children at a success rate equivalent to two parents, right? It's not my opinion. I'm not saying it because I'm trying to big up fathers. I'm just raising a statistical fact without someone being biased because they feel like you're talking about women. I'm not shooting that there's not good women out here. They're not good mothers. I'm just raising awareness and raising the consciousness of this is what happens. I deal with a lot of women that work in the family courts. I've been in family court my whole life. And reality is there are women who advocate to have their children away from their dads. And this is a problem
that is accurate.
Yes, and now if I say that and you're not here today, I'm picking on women. But I'm trying to raise the awareness. I'm like, yo, we gotta stop this. Can I finish? Because all I do, every time I talk, you get in your feelings, right?
I didn't say anything. Don't be disrespectful because I didn't say a word. Don't do that.
She was about to go crazy.
Don't do that because I didn't say a word.
Every time I say something about women, it's like it's always a problem. I'm like, these are things that you can Google, you can look up. It's not my opinion. Because it's coming from the mouth of a man, the truth will always still be the truth. Whether a woman say the truth about a man or a man say the truth about a man or a woman say the truth about a woman or a man, it's the truth. But once we get to that point, I think culturally we can start doing better. But the reality is, I want to hear it, but not from your mouth.
So
This
Nikki,
doesn't make it a lie.
what I saw, why it says men usually have a more success rate is because they're more financially stable. So it says a lot of times men are more financially stable and women sometimes aren't. And that's why men sometimes have the upper hand. It's because they're making more money, significantly more money than women. I don't know if that's your experience. You are a lawyer. You're a family lawyer. So you can tell us from your experience, why do you think or don't think, or if you know the answer to it, do you think that women are more successful in a single family home or men are more successful? And in your experience, why?
I do not know, statistically speaking, the answer.
But from your experience, what have you seen?
But from my experience, I have seen that men may be better positioned because they have a little more freedom to, work the jobs that, first of all, there's the pay gap already, and then they have a little bit more flexibility to work, higher paying jobs or longer hours than a single mom who has to come home to, one or multiple.
But what if he's a
children.
single father?
If he's a single father, again, he's still more likely to have a higher pay than a single woman. I don't know I can't honestly answer what the reason is.
But why do I hear so many women say that so many women making so much more money than men?
There are a lot of women that make.
No, but they say all of them are doing better than men now. I hear it's like a double-edged sword because I hear so many women spew that.
I couldn't.
It's weird because of the same. Because I've heard Shay say that before. We doing better than men. I'm like, You say it all the time. So it's just. Let's make up our mind.
You're so fake.
No, but you say that a lot.
So fake.
You say that a lot.
You're so fake.
You say that a lot,
I hate
Shay.
you. I hope you burn in the pit of hell.
Hate is a strong
I
word.
hope you burn in the pit of hell.
Hate is a strong word. See, I apologize. Say it again. I was being rude.
That's the bigger question. That's the
Yes.
bigger thing about, regardless of gender, single parent home. You may have a support.
Agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
I don't know why, but it would seem like maybe there is a greater chance of success depending on the support
Depending on the support
system. If they had,
I agree with that.
Yes.
grandmother,
Yes.
uncles, and that was
I agree.
Or live in a
I
multi-generational
agree.
home. Yes.
I will say that I do believe that more men with a child can find more people that's willing to help them. I will admit that. And the only reason why I say that is because I was a single father. My son behind you. That's my big son, the yellow one. And that's my second child next to him with the curly thing on his head. Right? But I'm just saying, that's my real son though right there behind you, the yellow one. I do see men do have more. I think we could always find a woman that's willing to accept our quote unquote baggage with society standard.
Right.
I could see that more being possible. I will admit that.
Yes.
So, but that's why I say we get stuck as soon as I say the statistics do not favor single mothers.
No.
But if I say it, it stops. And I'm like, let's not make it a personable thing, because I'm not saying single mothers are bad mothers. I come from a single mother. I think my mother was an amazing mother, right? And she did the best to her ability based on our circumstance, right? But in the same breath, but the statistics are the statistics, right? From incarceration, there are more kids that come from single mothers incarcerated. Are there reasoning behind it? Yes. Yes, but if you can't move past it, let's acknowledge, yes, there are more single mothers that have children that are incarcerated. Okay, we get stuck here. Okay, we can talk about the reasoning behind it. Now the conversation is more meaningful. But of course, it's only the main course is on the table. There's no appetizers because I'm not allowed to get past the main course.
Yeah, but you have to talk about the reasoning behind it.
No,
though.
you never allowed me.
Can't just
I'm being honest.
say,
You never allowed me.
You can't just say there are more single mothers at this without the reasoning behind it. It's low income households. It's a lot of factors that play into why it's like that.
100%. But like I said, when you say it, Tyler, you know you're on episodes all the time. As soon as I mention it, it stops.
Here we go.
I'm lying or no?
Yo, you fiending. I can't. I'm so tired of you.
I live in my truth.
Just addressing the problem in of itself is like, without addressing the reason, is like trying to.
I'm gonna send you some clips. I couldn't get past this point.
But it's like trying to put a Band-Aid over the situation. You kind of have to address you kind of have to address the symptoms and the problem, right? In order to be able to get past it.
Yes.
So.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, you have a lot of valid points. A lot of you have valid points.
I'm good.
Anybody want to say anything? We're gonna wrap this up soon. Anybody want to say anything? Anybody? You're amazing. Say it again.
Thank you, Rish. So we have to
Say it
heal.
again. 100%. But like the only. And that's the truth. And that's a fair statement. But what I'm saying is, even because something make you feel away, the truth is the truth. If I come in my house and say, son, you don't pay no bills, he get mad. Don't eat up all the food, you ain't put nothing in, you can't get upset. He pay bills now, so. Look, I'll give it up for my son, he pay bills now. But my people that know me personally know I know a lot of celebrities. It's cat. It's so fake. Tell her, we bring them to my home, they're like, this your house? I'm lying?
Thanks, Rishi. Ew. Love you today.
But you know, the only thing I want to say, like, if we just said a minute ago that we can't have genuine conversations without offending a certain person, how do you have genuine conversations with people that you can't even be honest with? We acknowledged that earlier during this episode that most women can't tell women the truth, right? Would you say that true though? Yeah. Can I be honest? Yeah. My experience, anytime I've spoken truth to the opposite sex, it never goes right. And it never goes as it happened in my head. In my mind, I was just being honest. Even in my relationship, it's like as soon as you mention anything, it's like, it's going left. Because I feel like, I don't know how to make people feel like they're not being attacked. You know, and I think that's an insecure thing. Because I do believe, like me, I grew up where people tease each other all the time. So I can understand why so many people feel like they're being attacked. But I don't think most people are comfortable with hearing anything about themselves. I think you should give what you want him to do to you. I think you should be receptive. If you're receptive, I think it's easier to be receptive if a person's receptive. He could tell me about myself, I could tell him about himself. And I'm not doing it with malice and maliciousness and not bringing it up when you bring something to my attention. That's when it goes left right there. I think when you... I think you just address it. I think the issue is when you bring up something after I bring something to your attention. And that's my experience with dealing with the opposite sex. Once I bring something to her attention, she brings something to my attention from the past. And that's just been my experience. And I'm just, see, she's right. Just address it right then and there. And say it respectfully, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like the fact that ABC. And if a person is not comfortable with hearing that, then that person is not mature. But waiting till I say something to you, that's not mature. That's very immature. Because now you're playing tit for tat. And it bothered me 2 weeks ago, but you waited 14 days to say something. No, we don't do that.
Yeah, but a lot of men, I feel like get mad when we address things. They get mad when we address things. Like, I feel like we will come to you guys with legit arguments and you'll feel like, or our legit concerns or something that's bothering us. And I can attest to that from my relationship where it's like, okay, you come with a valid something that's bothering you. And it's like, now you just want to argue. Now you just want to fight. I don't want to fight today. I don't want to this. And it's just a woman coming to you with her genuine feelings. And this is our way of communicating. So you say, don't let things fester. So if we put things on the table and then you guys get mad at us for putting it on the table, then why should we put it on the table?
Let me answer that.
Now, what you mean is how you say it?
But
it doesn't matter how we say it.
There's only one thing I don't like when women tell me something about myself.
You guys get mad at us regardless.
Be honest with you.
Do I shut up? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
That's what you got to decide. You should know your mate. You should be able to see when his guard is down. Don't do it right during sex, though.
However we communicate.
Don't do it during sex. Don't do it during sex.
No. However we communicate.
You know they do.
Wait, Rich. However we communicate, you guys get mad. And you guys have a way of flipping it on us to make it seem like we're the problem, we're wrong. So we'll come to our men and be like, listen, babe, I'm just mad at this. Yo, you want to argue? I don't feel like arguing. I got no problem. And a lot of times when y'all don't want to argue, it's because y'all lying. So it's because we have confronted confronting y'all with something that y'all just don't want to be bothered with.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have that issue with you guys. How do we know when it's safe to communicate, when it's okay to communicate?
Can I say this?
What can we say and not say? Because a lot of y'all are very sassy. Y'all don't want to talk.
I think that's the man we chose. But I will say, and there are men that are like that, and being fair to you. But I will say the one thing I don't like when dealing with the opposite sex, being honest, is the passive aggressiveness. I don't like the passive. I don't like sarcasm. I'm gonna be honest with you. To being sarcastic to a man is an insult. Get straight to the point. Don't talk and riddle me this and riddle me that. Just talk straight to the point. See, a lot of times when men are talking, it would have been nice if you to wash the. Just ask me to wash the dishes. Just ask me to wash the dishes. It would have been nice. That sarcastic stuff, it creates an issue with a man because men are very straight to the point. We don't like riddles. We don't want to have to read between the lines. I want to hear the truth. This is what it is. Wash the dishes. But if he was here to defend himself, I bet you he would say you're not receptive of hearing about yourself. I promise you, I'm being honest. You can't. I'm just saying, if he was here tonight, you can live in your reality based on what you're saying. But if he was here tonight and he was sitting in front of me, his name is Sean. I say, Sean, hold on. You not let me finish? Call him right now on FaceTime. Let me ask him. You see what I'm saying? But what should I say? So look, if you call Sean right now and then I say, Sean, being fair, what's your name again? Is Rich receptive of hearing you tell her about herself when she angers you? He gonna say, hell no. Hell no. So now naturally, I'm gonna be fair to you as men. Hold on. Every time a man feels and you're not allowing him to feel, I'm not allowing you to feel either. Respectfully. That's a matter of respect. So if you're not giving it, you're not getting it. That's how we are. So if you're gonna treat me funny, I'm gonna treat you funny. If you ain't gonna hear me, I don't wanna hear you either. And then it becomes a tit for tat. Because again, our love language is respect. If you're not trying to hear what we have to say, I'm not trying to hear you. FaceTime Sean real quick. FaceTime Sean. Let me ask him. Try it right now. Because I know what he's going to say. Hell no. that means I just need therapy. My therapist just left. One of my therapists just left. Go to therapy. That's it. Communication is the healthiest aesthetic of relationships. So I think that's the way I communicate. Some relationships have toxic communication. And it works, but they need to learn how to fix that. Because that's how they learn how to communicate. Therapy. That's therapy. That's therapy. That's therapy. That's therapy. I'm being honest with you. It's therapy.
Want to ask a question?
Who got a question? No, it's both.
Yesenia has a question. Come here, Yesenia. Ew. Okay, Dwight, where you going? Dwight.
Why are you leaving?
Dwight.
He's already don't want to take accountability. He's leaving.
Dwight, where you going?
We're talking about conversation.
My cousin's boyfriend.
You disrespecting her.
Communication.
No, but it's my cousin.
So we,
Dwight, respect your woman and come over here.
This is what it is. We're talking about communication, and he's already leaving.
Yes.
Dwight, you proving our point, Dwight. Dwight, you're proving our point. I'm being honest.
You proving
our point, Dwight.
Communication.
You represent for the men, Dwight. Don't do us like that.
He's proving my
Come
point.
sit right here, Dwight.
He's proving my point.
Yes.
He's proving my point.
Just sit right here for 2
Men
seconds.
lack communication.
Okay, go ahead.
He's proving my point right now, walking away. So you're talking about communication.
Yes.
It should be both sides. But I feel like when a man hurt a woman and you try to communicate, they shut you down. I don't want to argue in this. It's not about arguing though. You hurt me and I'm trying to express myself, right?
Yes.
Instead of saying, I'm sorry, are you right? You walk away or you go silent for I don't know how long.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So where's the communication? So is it my fault?
Can I say this to you? Would you believe that two men could get into a physical altercation and the next day act like it never happened?
2 men?
Yes.
Yeah.
Say it again?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the issue. He's communicating as a man. You're communicating as a woman. Just stay with me. See, you can't.
All right, go ahead.
Because you're making excuses.
Let me finish.
You're making excuses.
Can I finish? No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Oh my God.
I'm listening.
Oh my God.
I'm listening.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something.
You're
The rule
making
is this. The rule is this
excuses.
though. Because something don't in line with what you
You're
want to
making
hear.
excuses.
Hold on. Just watch this. Men, the issue is this. Can I finish? Can I finish? We need to get her a deal because she know how to read minds and she can make us millions. Because she knew exactly what I was going to finish by saying. She's amazing. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is he's communicating as a man. In most cases, most men, if we move on from something, that means we forgive it, right? Most women aren't. But he needs to learn how to understand that when you hurt somebody and it's triggering to her, you have to be comfortable enough to deal with it because you gave her the trauma. And it's fair to her. So again, I'm on your side, but they wasn't letting me finish. I'm being fair to you. If she has a trauma from what you did, if something is triggering, you have to listen to it, bro. It's only fair, bro. It's fair. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is.
So then the next time I don't want to communicate, he knows something is wrong, but I don't want to communicate because now it's like,
you shut me
I don't
down.
want to communicate when you already put insecurities on me. You know what I mean?
So you should reassure her that it's okay.
No, there's no reassurance either.
No, but if you telling him how you feel, his job as your mate is like, you know what? Let me not make it about how I feel. Let me just hear you out.
No.
I'm saying that's fair, bro.
Be right. He just said he never wrong. So.
No, but he's listening right now.
He got no choice.
But you don't agree with that statement? If me and you friends, right? Say you stole money from me. Now every time you come to my house, I'm watching you. Why you mad at me? No, well, why you mad at me?
Oh, I like that one.
No, you stole from me. So of course I'm worried about you stealing again, fam. So what I'm saying is based on what she's saying, she clearly loves you. You clearly love her. So understanding that your healthy communication is being able to remove self. The healthiest relationship is selfless. It's selfless. A selfish person will never be a healthy relationship. Healthy relationship is selfless. And the fact is you did something to her, she feels away. Just be comfortable enough to say, you know what? I'm gonna let you get this off. Because I promise you afterwards, y'all gonna go back to like it never happened. But she has to get that off. Nah, y'all still here. Y'all still here. Yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got to talk on the mic. They can't hear you on the live.
Men be hostility with hostility. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just how we wired. So if you want to get a quote unquote point across, don't hostility.
But you put.
Wait, no. Your approach is aggressive?
Are we talking real right now? Are
Is
you
your
doing
approach
this?
aggressive?
Are we doing this?
I don't know.
You sure? I don't care. You sure you want to do it? You sure you want to do this?
When you
Are you sure
approach
you
him,
wanna do
right?
this?
Do you approach with aggression?
I told him what's the problem.
No, that's not what I asked you.
No.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you.
I do get aggressive when he's ignoring me. I get mad because he's not communicating, so I get upset. I do get upset. I get upset because I'm communicating what's hurting me, and you're like, I don't want to argue today. I'm not interested. He's
like going to Colombia and coming back with condoms. Ew.
So yes, I do get aggressive.
Can I make a recommendation?
I do get aggressive.
Can I make a recommendation?
Sure.
Y'all need therapy.
You need therapy.
Both of y'all do. It ain't no one-way street. Y'all both need to go. Y'all both need to go. I'm at this conversation.
Yes.
We're gonna wrap it up. So but I understand both sides. But I understand, like, when a man, we forgive, and I'm just teaching you how men think. When we forgive, we move on. A man won't move on if we can't forgive.
You know what it is? If I did half of the shit that he did to me, sorry for the bad words, there wouldn't be no forgiving. We wouldn't even be here right now. You know what I mean?
Right. Agree with you.
I'm done.
Yeah, senor. Yeah, senor.
You want to say something before we get out of here? You hear me? You want to say something before we get out of here? Shay? Shay. Shay, you want to say something before we get out of here? Wrap it up.
I don't have anything to say, guys. You do not need people to argue with your experience. You just need to trust what you learn from it. I don't need you to agree with what I've been through. Again, did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
You don't need people to argue with your experience. You just need to trust what you learn from it. My experience is my evidence, and to each his own. At the end of the day, we all go through ish. We all deal with ish, and we could sit up on here on a podcast. Everyone posts that, everybody got a podcast telling people what to do, telling people what to say. Everyone's relationship is to their own, and everyone's gonna do what they do. You and me could sit here and say, okay, I've been through this. It doesn't constitute what they're gonna do in their relationship. So I feel like, again, your experience is your evidence. And guys, you got to live your truth, be your truth, and that's just the end of that. And thank you guys so much for coming out. Love you guys. Thank you. This was nice. This was cute. Kevin, you asking a question? At the end of the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like what was said earlier, when the number one problem is when the women don't listen to the men, and the men don't, there's no communication where they actually listen to each other. And that's with everything that was said here tonight, that's the number one thing that goes down
Is
right
that women don't listen to men?
And men don't listen listen to women. Why you doing that shit?
Wow. She only heard one time. Wow. She heard one piece of it. Wow. But she only heard one piece. It stopped when you heard women. It said women said, All right.
So
But
we need
guys,
to communicate better. Yes. I'm just making sure.
Wow.
I'm just making sure.
Wow. You okay?
Okay. Thank you. That part.
Guys, I want to thank you guys for coming out. For those who don't know, the podcast is called Don't Let That Go Over Your Head Podcast. We stream on every major server. For those who came out tonight and support, I want to give it up for you guys.
You back next Sunday? Not here. Why you look at me like that? Why do you look at me as if I'm so Do you hate me?
You said you hate me 5 times tonight.
I didn't mean it though. You know I don't mean it. We talk every day. We're like besties. We talk every day.
But guys,
Let me tell y'all something about Quinton. Hold on. Can I talk about Quinton first for a second?
Name, right?
First for a second. No. I'm gonna give you your flowers.
She didn't want to say nothing. Though,
I'm gonna give you your flowers as to how I met Quinton, right? So I was bartending. And some guy came in and was like, I was telling him I have a podcast with my friend, and he was like, yo, you ever heard of this guy named Q the Boss? And I'm like, no. He was like, look him up. He's a podcaster. You should align with him. Get with him. So I looked him up, and I was like, oh, shoot. This guy got like followers on Instagram. Like I got like 800-900. He got like 200,000. So I DM'd him, and I was like, hey, me and my friend have a podcast. I know you're probably not going to answer, but blah, blah, blah. Immediately answered me like, hey, we should link up. Great, whatever. He invited us into his space. Like he had a studio. He made a room for me and Myra to come. And for months, like we were able to stream our pack for free. Didn't charge us $1. Just made us come there, do it for free. That shut down. We went to his barbershop. He had a studio below his barbershop. We did it for free. I will say this, Q. You are one of the most ambitious men that I know.
I appreciate
You're
it.
extremely driven. Extremely inspiring. I talk to this man if I don't talk to Q went to Florida the other day, and I was like, yo, where you at? He was like, why you didn't call me? Why you call me? I was like, we talk all the time. Any questions I have, anything that I'm going through, I call him. He's played such a paramount role in my life for just a lot that I've been through. And I know we sit on here, we disagree a lot and we debate a lot, but in real life, we are friends. I do love you. I do think you're amazing.
I appreciate it.
I do think that you low-key hate women a little bit, but we'll talk about it another day. But I love you. I think you're doing amazing things. I think you're so inspiring. I think you're so motivating. And despite what we do you know how our relationship is, friend? Like, I love you. Clock that.
You say clock that?
Clock that.
Did you say clock that?
I did. I said clock that. Clock that,
No,
friend.
but I appreciate
Can you
that.
talk about
I
me?
appreciate
Can you
that.
talk about me?
That's narcissistic. That was genuinely what you wanted to do. I'm joking.
No, I love him, though. I love him.
Shay's an amazing person.
Thanks, friend.
She's
Why
different,
y'all ain't clapping up for that?
but amazing.
The hell?
Right? But
my own brother sat there in the back and was like, well.
Thank you. Clock that? No, but I'm just saying, but being honest, guys, a lot more is to come. We have a lot of great things in store.
Yeah.
I want to say, those who support the movement, I just want to say I appreciate you guys. It's been a long 4-year journey, and we're going to keep bringing you dope content like this. This is genuinely how we are. And I think it's healthy to have these conversations because I think a lot of people aren't comfortable with having these conversations. And people personalize it, enjoy it. I want to say, I love how you put on your big girl panties. I said what I said and you didn't disrespect me. I didn't mean that. And I didn't know it was you, just so you know that.
Yay. Aww. Thanks, guys.
I'm going to just say this and we're going to get out of here. Guys, learn to see somebody for who they are and not see them for what they have because you're going to miss out on a lot of good people. Some of my best people I've ever met in my life are people who weren't rich in pockets, they were rich in spirit. And I've learned to understand that money don't make you great. Your character, your personality, your morals are what stand on your pockets more than anything. Till next time, guys, don't let that go over your head.